Hello everyone! Today we're back for another draft recap for our new Season 5 of the RML Draft League, hosted by the r/Pokemon Ribbons community. I'm your host and current reigning champion, Venty, and today I have another previous champion with us from the last time we did Gen 5 Doubles OU, and would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure. I'm Casey. I'm here to defend my title. I've played in all the draft leagues and been in Ribbons community since like long ass time ago, so I know a lot of people. I'm looking forward to playing again with so many familiar faces.
Yes, we've been ardent rivals for quite a while now. Ever since the days of what was it? Imprison, Hidden Power, Ghost, Trick Room, fucking Chandelure. Like, literally, machinations that laid undetected for years. Oh man, yeah, no, we've had quite a few fucking bouts over the years, but yeah, it's great to finally be back with you again, here in voice chat and for another season. It's been way too long.
Yeah, I think the last one was 2023, right?
It was, and it doesn't feel like it was that long ago, but
yeah,
it was literally like almost 2 years. No, it was literally 2 years ago. Like, what the actual fuck?
Yeah, because it started in like middle of February. I remember I was looking in the draft channels.
Yeah, time is not real anymore. It really isn't. But yeah, I guess.
Man hours.
Yeah, right. Yeah, but yeah, so again, just as a quick note, for draft format for playing these, if you've never played it before, basically, you got a pool of different players, and we all come together, and we have a specific pool of mons that we can, like, build teams from, and so, like, if I pick up a Moongus, none of the other players can grab a Moongus, and you're basically forced to draft Pokemon that are good and Pokemon that are significantly not as good. To fill out your entire team of 10 mons. And it's about figuring out which guys in which like tiers are better than others. I can actually show that on screen right now, like what the actual tiers are for this. Where is it? Here they are. These are the tiers. Tier 1 are the most expensive guys, the best dudes in the whole game, basically. You got the likes of Kyurem Black, Shaman Sky, Genesect, Heatran, the crazy guys running around blowing up everything. And then you got T2, 3, 4, 5 as well. Also, this is the Infinite Weather Generation, and Swift Swim plus Rain and all those other crazy weather combos are very much allowed in Gen 5 Doubles OU. And this is like the ultimate power crypt, like high power bombastic format of all time, basically.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy how even if you compare it to like Gen 6 or Gen 7, like it's pretty like it's way too crypt even compared to those. Even though you don't have the min-max stuff as much.
Oh yeah, even without like megas, it's still like, what the what is happening? It's just like insane the kind of shit you can pull off in this gen.
Yeah.
And that's why it's backed by popular demand. After all these years, 5 years ago we played Gen 5 Doubles.
That's crazy. This is literally done before all that shit that happened in 2020.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, completely wild. But yeah, and so we have two divisions for this draft league, so two separate pools of mons to be drafted from. And the original one, Nimbasa, we already did, me and Tablet actually did the recap for, which includes my teams. But this time, I'm with Casey, who was actually on the other division in Driftveil. And so yeah, we're gonna like go through the various picks of the teams over here. We'll fight a couple of these teams in interdivisional matches during the season on weeks 4 and 8, and also possibly in playoffs. Assuming we get there, hopefully. It's only 8 players this time, so only.
Did we
8...
set it so it's like top 8 overall, or did we set it so it's top 4 per conference? I forgot.
Oh no, it's top 8 overall.
All right, cool. Yeah.
I like the overall better. It's like if you're, it shouldn't be.
Yeah, no,
RNG
like it's more
based
fun
on...
too because you get to mix it up instead of just being like one conference for the, you know.
Exactly, and it's like also it's sometimes one conference is like hilariously better than the other. It's just like it shouldn't be like a coin flip whether or not you make playoffs based on where your spawn RNG was, you know?
Yep. For sure.
Yeah. And so, yeah. With that, I guess one thing, do you have the sheet open per chance?
Yeah, I've got up the one with the images on it. That's
perfect. Right? Could you read off the players that are actually in your division?
Yeah, sure. So we've got Purple, Reggie, Rex, Bloomer, me, Shiny, Bar, and William.
Yeah. And these are all people who have been here, like, actually from both divisions. Only returning players from previous seasons are actually in this league, which wasn't, like, intentional. It's just the first 16 players that signed up and actually were, like, committed to do it were all just previous returning players, which is the first time this has happened. Yeah. So everyone has at least some idea of what they're doing. Allegedly. Allegedly. But yeah, Shermer, my beloved. The inner machinations of his mind are an enigma.
He doesn't have Smeargle on that team. There's only 3 transforms instead of 2.
I'm shocked he didn't commit to the quadruple Breloom team to have all 3 transform guys. I was honestly very surprised, honestly. He only can run 3 Brelooms on the same team. What's even the point? But yeah, no. So yeah, with that, I think we're ready to show off the rootin' tootin' draft picks for this league.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, and so with that, we start with Purple Tide, going for Politoed, because they want to draft Rain. Which, honestly, yeah, Rain is, like, so fucking stupidly strong in doubles, obviously.
Yeah.
It made semifinals last time against Casey, and holy crap, the combos you can do with it. Like, obviously, like, Politoed, Kingdra, Swift Swim, just killing everything muddy water. There's some ungodly Rain tech also just lurking in the lower tiers that I may or may not have possibly shared too much of with Xander when he was drafting his Rain team.
Yeah, there's a lot of really, like, basically anything that gets Swift Swim just becomes disgusting, like Gorobus and even like Seismitoad, even though those aren't like super, but when you double the speed, you can just go all out and just throw like Mata max special, and then just they hit like I think Gorobus hits like 339 or something like that, which is like pretty damn good for this gen, you know?
It also gets
especially
Shell Smash.
When that comes without a move lock. Yeah, exactly.
And it gets Shell Smash. Oh no. Not only does it get that, I mean, like, also don't count my boy Relicanth, I'm just saying. That man...
hey, oh damn, Gorobus hits 359 if you... I know, Purple's Rain doesn't have that, but shit.
I'm glad Purple does not have Gorobus, that's all I'm saying. Holy crap. Yep. Spoilers, but anyways... next up, we have Reggie immediately drafting Cure Black. I had been like going over a lot of possible picks with him for his first pick, and I was like, my guy, your second pick, and you know the person in front of you is absolutely not picking this man. You need to pick this man. This guy is the most broken guy in the game, basically. Like, with
we've talked about it a lot, but I definitely I think Kieran Black is like by far the best thing in this entire format, and I don't think it's particularly close either, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, besides choice banded outrages that will one-shot most steel types that resist it, to the fact that it's literally just like, it gets some crazy shit you wouldn't even think about, like the fact that it, because of its usually like forgettable like Terravolt ability or whatever the fuck it's called, it's a better mold breaker, meaning that it can one-shot any levitator that's weak to ground. Like, it can body a lot of the Rotom forms.
Yeah, it's really
out of nowhere with Earth Power. Yeah, and the thing is, it still has a really good special attack stat, like 120. So it's like one of the best mix attackers in the format.
Yeah, you can run a mix. You can run a fully. Last time when I had it on my team, I ran Blizzard spam a lot with it. It has such a stupidly good, so it's perfectly techable for draft. And it's basically, this thing has stupid bulk. It's 125, 190 bulk. So it's like almost impossible to one shot, and it hits like a truck. So it's just completely like there's nothing, you just survive it. You can't really counter it in any way.
Like last season, I literally I spent I don't even know, the first 6 or 7 weeks trying to find a way of one-shotting with my team, and then I finally found one way of killing it with Genesect if it got the right stat boost from down
low boost. Yeah.
It is that hard to kill. It is disgusting. This thing is such a nightmare.
I think it literally is so stupidly strong that it two-shots Ferrothorn with. Oh, it just misses it. It's like 42 to 50% against max defense Ferrothorn.
With Outrage?
Ferrothorn. Without Choice Band Outrage, yeah.
What?
So it's a resist against literally the bulkiest steel type of the entire game. And it still almost two-shots it.
Casey,
it's actually disgusting.
Is this guy's... Is Kieran Black just, like, Dracovich's dad? Because that's the only explanation.
I mean, in this gen it might be, yeah.
It's literally, but I mean, like, literally, like, it is, like, literally, like, the father of Dracovich.
Yeah.
One, like, somehow, like, almost, like, what, two-shotting Ferrothorn with a resisted hit. Like, what the fuck is this shit? This guy is so
and it's
stupid.
too, because in this gen you can just run, like, what's it called? Does it have freeze shock still?
It does have
really
freeze shock. If you want to
really want to hit it, it's not as good as, what do you call it? But it's 140. Yeah, literally, if you do Choice Band, well, I guess you can't do Choice Band Free Shock, but if you do Power Free Shock, that does like 70 to Ferrothorn. Like, without
does it have like a 30% chance to pair or something stupid like that?
Yeah, it's just silly. It's like you can literally tech it for anything. You can run Hidden Power Fire on it. They used to be run a lot in Gen 7 OU, I remember. Ice Beam is just like, hits it stupidly hard. There's literally nothing it can do. The only way to really is just outspeeding it and hitting it. Like, Latios is we're going to talk about Latios in a bit, but Latios is good because it's one of the few things, I bet even with Haban it probably one-shots it. I'll be surprised.
Yeah, with Dragon Gem Draco probably one-shots it through Haban, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Like, you basically, the only ways of killing it really is hitting it with some, like, stupidly strong Draco.
Yeah. And
that's kind of it, I'm not gonna lie. Like, maybe if you had some other crazy strong Outrage, but there's very few other mons that can actually get away with getting Outrage, like Kyurem does.
Dude, it only has a 75% chance to out Oko with friggin' Choice Specs Draco Meteor.
That is the worst. With Specs, I'm so mad.
That's actually disgusting. It's literally has a 25% chance to live if you have a bot on Kieran Black. Specs Latios.
I hate this world. This world is imperfect. This is why I'm going on my villain
Imagine
arc.
losing a game because of that. You friggin' Draco me.
This is literally why I'm going on my villain arc. This is just not.
Oh my
this guy
God.
is so stupid. What a this guy is the dumbest man ever.
It's actually hilarious.
This is why we couldn't let Haruhi not draft on new side. That's all I'm saying. We couldn't let him spiral out of it. That was
holy shit.
So speaking of guys who are hilariously stupid, here's unnerfed Thunderous Incarnate. Professor Rex immediately grabs. Now here's the thing. I love Rex so much. He's one of my like greatest friends. I love him so much. He's historically
not
like
getting ready to hate.
Sorry, what?
I said you sound like you're getting ready to hate.
He's historically not had the best results in draft outside Season 1, where he actually kind of went crazy and got the MVP for Killy. Besides that, though, he's kind of So he drafted Thunder's Ifrit, which I think for draft is actually a bait pick. I don't think it's a good first pick, even though this is one of the best mods in Gen 5 OU by far. I think when it comes to draft, what's most important is to grab your big offensive threat or some absurdly key piece to your whole strategy as your first pick. And by that I mean grab something crazy like Kieran Black or Heatran or or Genesect or Latios or some big ass bitch who's gonna be your big boss guy that you can build your whole team around. Or like
I mean I pretty much agree. Like that, that's why I wouldn't pick Hitmontop or Cresselia or Lando T with my first pick either, because it's like they're really great Pokemon, but it's like you have to have, you know what I mean? It's harder to build around them because they're more so the splashable guys that will like prop up the rest of your team. They're because like glue, or if you grab something like a Weather Setter first, that's also fine because you build your whole squad around it. Like, and also they're all pretty good in their own right. Like they're all usable and do good damage on their own. So like they're all very usable. But the problem is like grabbing Thunder's Eye. I made the same mistake last time too, where I drafted him first, and I regret the rest of my life. I should have grabbed Kieran Black. I had the first fucking draft pick in Season 2. I should have grabbed Kieran Black and waited because this man. We were in the same conference or not?
We were.
Yeah. Then thank you.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. Huge mistake. Huge mistake. I just didn't want to deal with fighting this guy, but honestly, there's a ton of counterplay to him. I mean, okay, there's not a whole ton of counterplay. I can't say there's a ton. I'm not gonna lie, but there are ways around Thunderous. He's really annoying. What?
How hard does this hit? It's like
it's not Thunderous T, but it still hits really fucking
It's
hard.
125. That's not bad.
I mean, it still can hit really hard, but the problem is most of the time you want to run the tank bulky, so it doesn't just get one shot by everything.
Yeah. No, I'm always thinking of Therian, because Therian is like a goddamn nuke.
I started using
145 special attack. That might be, isn't that literally, other than Kieran Black's attack, literally the highest like single offensive stat in this format?
I think it is. I literally, but besides the Deoxyses, but
yeah.
But yeah, like I started using it in some sparring matches today, and holy shit, it hits so hard. I was like, why is this man the dumbest dude ever? Like, he's literally one-shotting mons with like non-stab grass non and stuff. I'm like, what is happening?
Yeah.
Like, what is happening? It is disgusting. Like, yeah, but no, Thunderous Eye is still pretty strong. But again, you want to usually run a Mohi. He's the best prankster guy in the game, like by far. Like nothing even comes close to him. I mean, like,
is it the fastest one, or is there one like doesn't Whimsicott outspeed it? Or
Whimsicott does outspeed. Honestly, if you want to say like besides the genies, specifically, I'd say Thunderous is better than Tornadus in this. But like Whimsicott is the only other one that I think.
You can shit on it too, because you can just hit. You know.
You can take one on it.
Whimsicott if it's really Sludge Wave.
This is true. However, this is true. The Whimsicott doesn't take quad weak, but yeah.
Oh yeah, because I'm thinking Fairy. Yeah, true.
But I think Whimsicott is unironically. Yeah, I think Whimsicott is unironically amazing. But I know your opinion is different. I think it might be the best prankster guy just because it taunts the genies to death, and it gets like every move you'd ever want a prankster guy. But
yeah.
Besides that, that was Thunderous. So next we have Latios getting picked up by Bloomer immediately. Also, interestingly enough, for literally everyone's first picks on both sides of the draft, I knew almost everyone's first picks in both divisions, and I basically, from like surveying people and seeing what they were thinking, I basically then was able to go to the next person in line and be like, "Hey, dude, what are you thinking of grabbing first?" And then if they told me one of the mons that I knew was already getting picked, I was like, "I have really bad news for you. You're not getting that guy. You should probably build your team around something else." And thankfully, because of that, Bloomer knew that he was going to get sniped on like 2 or 3 of his picks immediately. And so he pivoted to Latios. But it helped. It actually helped people. A lot of people were really thankful for me warning them in advance that again, I didn't tell them anything past the first pick.
We did a lot of facilitation this round.
Yeah.
You could really tell.
And it helped because it made the draft just so much faster.
Yeah. And
people were just immediately blindsided by all of their plans being instantly ruined in front of them, which is good. So people were able to plan accordingly, and it helped speed things along tremendously.
Well, it's nice in this tier too, because once you get like past the first round, in both divisions, I think 3 people drafted Weather, and the Weather stuff tends to be pretty non-linear from the other stuff, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like once you get, there's really only like 5 people pick. Like not like they won't ever overlap, but it's a lot less overlap than in other gens where you wouldn't just be super weather reliant.
Exactly. Yeah. No. Yeah. Exactly. And so yeah, he grabbed Latios, which is obviously strong. I mean, this guy's stupid fucking Dragon Draco Meteor is literally like the defining move of the entirety of Gen 5 Smogon play. Like you eat
I'm really
all
high
your
on
shit.
Latios too.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't have as much support as Latios, but I'm pretty sure it still gets Tailwind. There's a bunch of other like good support moves it gets, and it's obviously a stupid fucking nuke. So it's like it would definitely be like, I think the top 3 guys are for offensive like cornerstones of a team are Kieran Black, Latios, and Heatran. Like you could argue Genesect in there too, and I would like respect that. I would personally lean toward Heatran in the last slot, but I think these 3 are like just all so good, and I think Latios, you can really tell it's just such an easy mon to build a team around because it gives you so much power that you can build in a lot of support, like we're going to talk about with Bloomer's team later. But
yeah, and the thing about Latios, which is so stupid, is it's just like on a lot of teams you'd need a really wide berth of type coverage to deal with a lot of threats that you wouldn't be able to like one-shot or take care of, but Latios is just like Lamau, just like literally laughs at everything and just like can one-shot anything with its magical bullshit powers. It just has the ultimate.
It gets psychic, it gets electric, it gets ice, it gets Water. It gets what else?
Yeah, you can run on a rain team with Surf.
Yeah,
It gets yeah, you can run a hidden power to get any other thing you're missing, which is mostly just fire.
I'm pretty sure Specs Latios Surf hits harder than Life Orb Kingdra Surf. I think I might be bullshitting that, but I'm pretty sure that's actually a thing. Under rain.
You said if you have Specs.
If you're Specs Latios, I think your Surf hits harder than like Life Orb Kingdra under rain.
That, you know what? If that's true,
it's close. I'll check it.
I believe it. I mean, yeah, like I wouldn't be surprised if this is true because this guy is just so stupid. He has like the ultimate anime plot armor abilities to just kill everything. Like
yeah.
He's winning everyone. Yeah, he's incredibly dangerous. Liable to get picked off by sucker punches in this gen, but like you know, if you just protect him from shit and are just really smart about your play with him, he thankfully doesn't get a pivoting move. Yeah,
it's like a little bit less, but that's for Modest Kingdra versus Timid Latios. If you do Timid for both, it's pretty much the same.
That's so stupid. Thank God that Rain Teams didn't get Latios. My God.
Yeah.
But yeah, this man is crazy. Actually, completely disgusting. But yeah, next up we have, speaking of the guy, the man himself, the shadowy organization leader, Heatran himself, being picked up by Casey. Very unsurprising pick. We were both the Heatran teams this time. I went over to the dark side after seeing how fucking stupid it was. I could have drafted Rain like for a second draft season in a row, but I had just done it, and also, I really became obsessed. I made a draft for a backup Heatran team in case someone sniped Politoed, and I honestly really liked what I came up with for like a Heatran Trick Room team, and I just wanted to pull off a bunch of really stupid combos I had in mind since like season 2 with it. And I mean, yeah, we were in communications the whole time when it came to building a Heatran team.
Yeah, I love Heatran. I knew I was gonna pick Heatran first because I know no one would pick it before they got to me. And I had picked it last time first too, which I was kind of surprised at looking back because like Kieran Black, after playing the league, it's obvious that Kieran Black is like should be your first pick if you can pick it. Yeah. But I picked Heatran first last time because I just really love using Heatran, and it's that 77 feature is so nice because you can run Tailwind, you can run Trick Room, you can tech it for super bulk. There was one match last year where last time we did it, that I used, I think it was Grass Jam, Modest, and I had Magma Storm, Hidden Power, Grass, Sub Protect against a Rain team, and I literally got like 2 kills.
What the hell?
You literally have a Heatran versus a Rain team, and it can still put in insane work, which is like completely ridiculous.
I'm gonna need you to share that set with me later. The Rain. Oh no.
Yeah, I forget the IVs, but I think I just teched a little bit of spit out. But it's like it's such a easily, like, you can do anything with this thing, and the only real glaring weakness is the ground weakness. But like pretty much every other weakness, like water, there's nothing that's hitting this thing hard enough. Maybe if you hit with like a Specs Hydro,
or like a banded close combat, maybe.
Yeah, just more on the special side, I think, but definitely. But it's you can tech it for anything. Like Pasha works good on it, Air Balloon, like Shuka, like literally there's so many different, and you can use so many good gems on it too. Like the steel isn't as good because like we were talking about with Thunderous, it's not a fairy gen, so you can't use the fairies for it. But other than that, like if you hit the fire gem on stun or stuff like that, it hits stupid hard with that too.
You can just run shit like charcoal on it too and be a total dipshit, and it still works completely. It's disgusting. Like the strongest heat wave of all time, let alone just the other crazy shit you can do with it. Like it gets earth power, crucial earth power coverage. You can run it also has some really stupid extra cheeky coverage moves that you can tech for draft to deal with certain threats. Super good. Like
Dragon Pulse is really nice sometimes.
Fucking Dragon Pulse, because he's a stupid reptile they gave it to him for no reason. Yeah, this man is insane.
Yeah, it still gets Explosion too. I don't think I ever used it, but you can definitely run Mixed Scarf if you want to for some reason.
If only this was
just seems like a waste to kill the bolt.
Oh yeah. Dude, if this guy had an unnerfed Explosion, he'd be the kill leader easily.
Oh, is Explosion nerf in Gen 5? I thought it was Gen 6.
No, it's Gen 5. Yeah, it doesn't have defense anymore.
Oh, that's so balls.
That's probably the reason you didn't run it.
Yeah, probably. I probably remembered back then.
I mean, if you ran it with normal gem, you'd probably still kill something with it. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, outside of that,
it doesn't hit the dopamine receptors like it used to.
It doesn't. It really doesn't. Just one-shotting literally everything in the game doesn't quite resist it. Yeah, unfortunately. Also, fun fact: have you ever noticed that Heatran's head is shaped like a spaceship?
No. Not until you just said that.
Yep, and now you'll never be able to unsee it. And same with everyone else who watches this video. Now you're all cursed with this forbidden knowledge. But yeah, no, yeah, Heatran's insane. Yeah, I think he's in the top 3 for sure. I don't think it. Yeah, I love Genesect. I thought it was fucking amazing using him, but like, Mans gets literally drafting Genesect has the unfortunate curse of you having to deal with every single one of your opponents having hidden power fire in every mon they bring every single week. So yeah. it's you have to use it so well, or it will get sniped so fucking easily.
For sure. Another one of my favorite things about Heatran is, like, you can if you tech it right, you can literally check so many of the best Pokemon in the format. Like Kyurem Black, you can check it really well. You can check Genesect Dark. I'm just looking at Reggie's team because it has so many hyper offense threats, but like it still has the Dark and Ghost resistances, which is amazing. It's, I think a lot of people, I'm so used to playing with Gen 6 type chart, but Steel type is stupid before Gen 6.
Yeah, this man is absolute. It's very hard to take this thing out in one hit.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, next we have Shiny Cerebi, aka Shiny Ados team, grabbing Landorus Therian as their first pick. Lando T is, you know, I think you could still build a team around Landorus T, at least partially, because this man hits so hard. I could not believe it running it in some sparring matches. Like, what the hell is this thing?
We were just talking about Thundy T, but Lando T hits the same. It just hits attack instead of special.
It does so much. It's unreal how much damage this man does. I could not believe it. Even with spread moves. Like, what is this man? He is crazy. And you can run it mixed. Because people figure out in Gen 9, wait, just run it with Earth Power, 5 head, then Intimidates don't matter. You just one-shot everything anyways, because you still have like a base 105 or whatever the fuck special attack.
Yeah, for sure. Between stuff, that's why Lando, I think, has definitely a lot more splash ability than something like, I don't know, like Hitmontop or Cresselia or something like that, because you still have such a good attacking stat.
Yeah, and fantastic coverage between like Earthquake, Rock Slide, like all the other random ass moves that Landorus gets. Fantastic one, like freezing one.
Knock off in this gen?
Not buff, knock off. You get 20.
Buff, but
you get 20 power. I don't know if it does get it, but I don't know I don't know if you can afford to run 20 power knockoff on Landorus Therian.
It does. You can use it.
Jesus Christ. If I see someone run that in a fucking match, it better be for a really good reason. I don't know, man. That's cap. I'm sorry. That's really risky.
You need the coverage to hit. I can't think any psychic ghosts.
I literally just earthquake them. Just literally earthquake them at that point. Just stone edge them. Literally, like, I don't know, man. That's a little curse. That being said, Ripoff, aka Far, grabbing Ninetales, going for the Sun team on this side. And speaking of weather, William with the wheel pick, grabbing 2 mods uncontested, because the draft order goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then it ropes back around to 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. It just keeps going like that. So 1 and 8 get like double picks once it wraps around to them. And it allows you to grab a whole combo by yourself, which is crazy. And William took advantage of this and grabbed T-Tar, the better of the Sand Setters, and then hit Powder.
Down.
And Excadrill. Sorry, what?
I said you're not a Hippo fan, damn.
No, I actually am. I like hesitate if you heard the hesitation in my voice. So like, okay, T-Tar is allegedly the better Sanctor, but I'm gonna be honest here. I think for draft, Hippowdon is way better because this man lives everything. He has a better defensive typing. Slack off means he can live for. He's the only weather setter with reliable recovery. I I think I think Obama Snow might get synthesis, but it doesn't matter because it nerfs its own synthesis with the hail.
Yeah.
So even if it gets it, I'm not counting it.
Just run soundproof. That's way better.
Just run soundproof and don't get your hail, Pipehead. Anyway. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I know. But he's the only one who gets it. I think Hippo is honestly better in draft, specifically. But T-Tar is also one of the best mons in the tier, so, like, yeah. It's debatable.
Well, the nice thing about T-Tar is it compresses a lot of you. Basically, there's no special attacker that's going to one-shot it. So you really tech it to beat any of these special attackers, which is really nice when there's so many. It's such a wide spread of the strong heavy hitters, you know?
And the biggest thing about T-Tar that I think really gives it an edge over like Hippowdon in this debate potentially is the fact that it is like one of the best Latios counters because you can just run Pursue on it and obliterate this man. If you get this man, if you catch Latios and can pursue him, he's fucked, completely screwed.
Yep.
He's not. He will survive your Draco Meteor and eat this man alive.
Is there anything else in this like format that's actually good? Like Scissor is not like Scissor exists, but it's not really a good pursuer. But is there anything else that's actually pursuer?
This Weavile gets pursued, right? He can't be that ass.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. But yeah, no, yeah. Besides, there's very few mons that can actually pursue trap in doubles. I'm not gonna lie, it's a lot more risky. But T-Tar doesn't give a shit. He doesn't have poor moveset syndrome. He has tons of room. He can fit it wherever he wants. He hits every move in the freaking game. So yeah, Mans is crazy. You get to Dragon Dance, so you can just snowball with it. You can't just leave it on the field or just kill you. Hippowdon's the same way. You can run Curse, and also you can't just leave it on the field or it'll snowball you. You'll have no way of stopping it, especially since he gets reliable recovery. And then Extra Drill, Sand Rush, Earthquake, everything, Rock Slide, everything. Just laugh at everything that possibly runs into you. I mean, like, what else is there to say? It's Excadrill.
If you don't have to outspeed too, there's some stupid calcs you can run with Sand Force. Like I think Skarmory takes like 35 to 40% from like +2 Rock Slide or something.
Wait, does it get Sand Force and Sand Rush? It gets both?
Yeah, and it has
That's so funny. Oh yeah, so if you outspeed naturally, you just laugh at everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
And Mold Breaker to kill Rotoms?
I don't know if it has all three in this one. Oh yeah, it does. It does.
All three of its abilities are usable in draft. If you need to kill Rotom with it, done. If you need to outspeed everything, done. If you want it to just one-shot everything with Earthquake, Lamau. Yep. You got it. This man's another Swiss Army knife. And next, I love this.
Double spread is crazy.
Oh yeah. And next, Fair, grabbing Lando I immediately after Ninetales, and I think this is one of the most base picks of the whole draft. Lando I went undrafted on our side, and I think it's a damn shame because this mon is so fucking good. Literally, this mon saved my team back in season 2 because my original draft in my team was awful, and I had very few T1s left to pick from to swap some guys out, and this man is ridiculous. Like, the strongest earth power in the universe with sheer force. Not to mention all the extra coverage it has. It can, like, it's one of the best mixed attackers in the game, low key, because you can run with, like, earth power and then you run it with rock slide. And with life orb boost is crazy. You do so much spread damage with this man. It's disgusting. Yeah. He is so good, and you can run it with Disquake. He's amazing. He like running. I ran Lando Eye and Thunderous Eye together. They were a match made in heaven. They were like the bros of all time. And I love Lando Eye. I think he's super slept on because Lando T is like the more obvious doubles pick. I mean, for insane roll compression. But Lando Eye, if you want like a really good ground type that can just solo teams by itself sometimes, this man is insane. He's so good.
One other really cool thing about that is the 101 speed tier, because in this gen, it's definitely, like, obviously if you're playing against weather with like a weather boosting ability, then you're kind of getting out cooked, but there's very, very, very few things that aren't just like glass cannons that are going over the 100 base speed, so it really helps in this gen. It's still the magic number as opposed to like, I don't know, like Gen 7 or something where it gets up to 110 is where you kind of hit your, you know?
Yeah, it's the real thing. And then Gen 9 with Lamau, everything is base 135.
Yeah. Speed isn't real.
But yeah. And next we grab Sarah be grabbing Thunderous T alongside his Lando T. This is really scary, I'm not gonna lie. This guy is crazy. Like, them together, I think this is the first time this has happened where both Therian guys were on the same team.
Get Thundy T too. Or Thundy I.
Yeah, that spread damage is going to be...
Torrenty, I'm just cooked.
Besides Torrenty, I think Torrenty would have undrafted again.
That'd be funny if you had all three of them.
That would be hilarious. I don't think they'd be very good on the same team together, I'm not going to lie.
Nope.
I mean, if you had them all on the rain
pretty
team...
much just get like what you're talking about with the Discquake.
Yeah, the Discquake on this too, yeah, I was like going over like Team Option Serbia, I was like, you could just grab both of the T guys and then just run a crazy Discquake strat. Like, this is the best Discquake, I'm not gonna lie, like, what beats this? Like, in terms of just how much...
Like, I'm not super high on Lando T, but I do think Thunderous T is an amazing pick.
Yeah, both together can just go insane, and they have a lot of really good complementary coverage to protect each other.
Isn't T tier 2 too?
It's tier 2.
Yeah, that's disgusting value for a tier 2 pick.
It's one of the best T2s easily. Like this man, it's also badass. It's such a cool mod in this chat. It's so awesome. And speaking of you, Amogus.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like it partners like stupidly well with Heatran, like water, fighting. It's not terrible against ground, but it's just it soaks everything. It's a good redirector. It's a really good roll compression. Spore is stupid in this gen. Spore is literally a one-hit kill.
Yeah, because of the Gen 5 sleep mechanics, where switching out resets your sleep timer. Oh no.
Isn't it sleep, like, even without switching out, isn't it, like, extra turns, too?
Yeah, it's still up to 5 turns.
Yeah, it's
so bad.
It's genuinely disgusting.
Yeah, Mungus is all of these minutes. Also gets redirection with Rage Powder. There's no powder meter in this game yet, so you can put everything in sleep. It's, Lamau. It's just so stupid. Like, literally, I think the only modern tool it doesn't have is, like, Pollen Puff? Oh no, anyways. But this man gets, like, every other good move you'd ever want. Oh no, you don't get Stopping Tantrum, oh no, anyways.
I can't kill the Heatran, that's on my team.
Do you want to know the worst part about Stomping Tantrum? I don't think I never got a chance to tell you this.
What?
In our draft match last time when you were fighting Clodsire versus Amoonguss, you could have killed me, by the way, with Amoonguss Stomping Tantrum. If you had poisoned me, it's like failed to poison me with your Toxic and then hit me with Stomping Tantrum, it would have doubled in power.
Oh, that's yeah, I know what you're talking about.
In my video, I was literally like, there's something he can do to kill me right now, but I don't think he realizes what it is, and I'm just gonna hope he doesn't realize it before I hit +6 curses. This just reminded me of that. I'm like, oh yeah, I need to tell him. But yeah, I don't think it gets Stomping Tantrum with Genjo, but yeah, that's something you could do in other gens.
Yeah.
Which is a hilarious combo, assuming you're fighting enemies poison type. But yeah, anyways, with that, the next pick we have is Bloomer grabbing Hitmontop to go with his Latios. Honestly, really strong duo together. Hitmontop is like the ultimate roll compression fighting guy. It's like all the other fighting guys in one big fighting guy Megazord, honestly. He gets everything he needs. Yeah. I guess the one thing he doesn't have is access to Guts. Yep. But besides that,
it's not like it hits that hard either, so it's not like you're losing out too much, you know.
No, exactly. It's just nice to have the bird protection. But yeah, honestly, besides that, he gets Fake Out, he gets Wide Guard, he gets Mach Punch, he gets Close Combat, he gets Intimidate. Literally every single move you'd ever want on this guy is on this guy. And besides that one ability, literally he has every option of every other fighting type in one dude. It's actually crazy.
Yeah, I know we talked about it a lot during the draft, but it's like, I really feel like in this format, it's really important to have there's 3 good fighting types. There's Scrafty, there's Hariyama, and there's Hitmontop. And I feel like it's really, really good for your team to have at least one of those 3. So,
I'd argue that the other one in that, the 4th one, would be Conkeldurr. He doesn't have Fake Out.
Say Mian Shao Pilled.
No, not Mian Shao Pilled. No, Conkeldurr. He's not Fake Out, which is his biggest weakness, but like that man hits like a free train.
Conk is still a good mon, but I don't think it like functions like the other 3. Like the other 3 are like Fake Out, bulky bot, as opposed to Conk is more like a wall breaker.
Yeah, Conk is so funny. That was going to be my fighting type I drafted, but then I barely swapped to Hariyama at the last second. But the reason why is because Conk, I didn't know this, but Hammer Arm gets boosted by Iron Fist because it's a punching move for no reason. And more importantly, because it says it slams down with a fist, is the description. Yeah. But here's the real kicker, is that apparently it can do up to 70% to Latios with Hammer Arm when it's resisted. to indicate how strong that guy is. It is fucking disgusting. Like, actually crazy. But yeah, no, Mans is insane, like completely ridiculous. But yeah, no, him on top is.
Latios is one of the few partners that I honestly like. Latios might be actually the only partner I think it's actually worth drafting him on top with. Because like if you're doing something like Kiram, like you can, but I'd rather just have another like good tier 1, you know. Like you could do it with Kiram Black, but you could do anything with Kiram Black, and I think other stuff like Crystalia or Jellicent is better with Kiram Black than him on top is. But I think it has really good synergy with Latios. I really like that pick.
The Intimidate to protect it from all the guys who would murder it with their physical moves or sucker punches is so crucial, let alone the fake out to protect it while it nukes something or does a million other things it could be running. It's, they work very well together and are very, very, very scary.
Yeah, Hitmontop's a great Pokemon, but it's like really, it's like we talked about, it's like very passive, so it's, you gotta have something that's really pumping out and really benefiting from the Intimidate longevity. So it's definitely a great combo.
Yeah, it also was really, another big reason it's very weak in the ghost types, because most of the moves you run are just immune by ghosts. Like, you can run Sucker Punch on it, but like, is it really the best thing you could be using when its move slots are already so limited to begin with?
Yeah. The only I remember I used to use, what is it? You remember that Hitmonlee team I had for Battle Power?
The Zapdos Hitmonlee team in Gen 4 doubles
that's
power,
so peak.
Dude,
that's so peak, because I remember, that's the only reason I know that Sucker Punch.
Right, dude, I was literally like, when Reggie was like, man, should I grab Hitmonlee? I'm like, dude, what are you talking? This mon is so bad. And it's like, dude, remember the Hitmonlee team that Casey had? And I'm like, wait, never mind. He's not bad yet. He's not bad yet. He actually has moves. I forgot.
He's got one left in him.
he's got literally one left in him. After this man is so ass. I mean, I guess in singles he has some unburdened sets that are cute with normal jump fake out.
I think Hitmonchan doesn't even get like fake out or something. Like it gets like, for some reason Hitmonchan gets screwed on all the moves. I don't know why.
Hitmonchan can never have anything nice, dude.
Yeah, like the other two are like both solid ass mons, but like Hitmonchan is like awful. I don't
so
know
bad. Man,
so much.
Mans is the most broke motherfucker of all time.
I think the only thing I get that the other two don't get is Rapid Spin. Or no, him and Top gets Rapid Spin, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it must, because it's stupid Top.
Yeah, Mans is the most rapidly spinning mon of all time, so yeah. Speaking of, well, not rapid or spin at all, it's Cresselia being picked up by Rex. I have no idea what he's doing with his team, guys. I'm really, like, Thunderous Eye into Cress. I saw, look, his team direction, let's just say, is a bit unfocused, and I literally could not stand idly by while he did this, so I came in after this pick and was like recommending actual mods he should grab to save him, because I was like, no, dude, I can't let this happen to my boy. I can't do it. I physically can't do it. I need to steer you in a direction or some sort of direction so that you actually have guys who can like work together somehow.
Yeah, I don't not to be backseat driver or anything, but I wonder if Rex would like think about just swapping out like Hippowdon for Gastro and then like swapping in something else and for Cress instead. Maybe that would help loosen up or something along those, you know? I tried to get him to not pick Gastro, but he was dead set on Gastro. I was like, no, you can definitely grab something better here. He's like, Gastrodon. Spoilers, but we'll see the Gastrodon pick. That just kind of, you'll see it. But yeah, that is, yeah. Anyways. I don't know what you can... Cress and Thunderous is very, very rough. Yeah, again, this is why you really want to grab your offensive picks first and then grab good supporter guys after that are broken but can actually support your guys. Yeah. But we'll get to that as we go on. Next we have Reggie drafting Genesect, and for those of you keeping score at home, yes, he got Kyurem Black and then Genesect in the same team. Which is disastrous for Driftveil, because Genesect is one of the only guys that can actually one-shot Kyurem Black. And it's just like, yeah, both of them on the same team together is gonna be very hard to beat, because you have to be teching like Hidden Power Fire to kill Genesect, and then you have to also deal with the fucking Kyurem that's just chilling there, not giving a shit about your Hidden Power type, and then just one-shotting you anyways. Yeah, it is not, it's annoying because it's like everyone's picks made sense, but it's like very annoying.
I have to fight this on week, like, I think 4, or I said 4 or 8.
You set that as your interdivisional.
That's one of the ones I wanted to do badly.
Yeah.
But there's also something very interesting about his team that I'll reveal, which is honestly crazy. I didn't realize he was doing this, and I don't think he did either, but there's something very interesting about his final team that I'll point out.
Pokemon.
He's what?
It has no support Pokemon.
Well, not no support Pokemon. But
we can talk about it.
We'll get to that later. No. There's another thing. No, there's something that no one has really noticed. It's actually crazy. You'll realize it once I say it, and you'll be like, "Holy shit, you're right." But yeah. Next we have Purple Tide grabbing Tornadus Eye. Again, one of the better prankster guys for Tailwind Taunt. Lots of good stuff. Hurricane in the rain.
Hurricane is nice.
Very strong guy. And Caesar. On the rain squad, this guy goes crazy. Obviously, he doesn't get obliterated by fire boosts anymore. He's one of the only boost sweepers that can just like reliably chill there. You click Swords Dance and like a total dickhead, and then just like murder you every single turn after that.
Yeah, Bullet Punch hits hard as hell in this gen. And
Scizor is not ruined in this gen by Roost being taken away from them. Rip Gen 9 Scizor. You poor bastard.
That's gross.
And I was disgusted by the fact I could not believe how much I did not enjoy running Scizor after it just not having Roost and it being so frail.
Yeah, it definitely needs like Regen Vest or something like that to keep it alive.
Really, yeah, it benefits so much from recovery. It's disgusting, but yeah. No, but Scizor obviously crazy. Everyone knows it does. Priority Bullet Punch, just murdering people. Bug Bite goes insane with the Swords Dance in this gen. It just one-shots so much stuff. It has no business one-shotting. Yeah, man, this is crazy. Also gets superpower, so it's like fighting coverage. Speaking of Reggie and hyper offense, we have Darkrai. Yet another mythical for his team. He had a plan going in, and let's just say you may or may not be responsible for ruining everything he had planned, KSD. But yeah, we'll get into that. But obviously, Dark Void is banned. I need to clarify, is very, very, very banned. But this man
would literally be the best Pokemon in the whole thing. If
he'd be T0 and cost all 500 hero points, and then you'd be disqualified for not having 10 months. But no, he still hits like a freight train. One of the best dark attackers in the game. Gets Ice Beam and a bunch of other really decent coverage. Obviously,
if you really want to be heinous, you could still run Hypnosis for your single sleep too.
Still can. Yep, still can murder people with bad dreams at the same time while they're stuck asleep for like 50 turns in a row. Super solid mon. Really dangerous guy. Also crazy fast.
The bulk isn't even bad either. It's like 70, 90, 90, I think.
That's totally runnable. That's totally respectable. All things considered.
Especially for, it's like people would consider it as like a glass cannon, but it is not at all.
No.
Like it can, especially compared to these kind of Pokemon.
Like maybe a glass cannon like fucking Ubers, but not in fucking this.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. And Rex grabbing Garchomp under my recommendation. I was like, bro, you need to grab an offensive mon. He was one to grab Gastrodon here. I'm like, guy, you were literally about to fall off a cliff. I need to save you.
He's locked in. He's locked in.
He's lost in the sauce. It's over. I was just like, God, please. Chomp is right there. There's not a whole lot of good T1 guys left, but Chomp, just run it. You can run Disquake with it, please. You at least have something on your team to run. So yeah, he grabbed Garchomp, thankfully, and Garchomp actually does work pretty well on this team, thankfully. All things considered, even at the end. So that's good at least. And next I accidentally pinged the wrong person.
I always think Garchomp. Maybe am I thinking of
Mega Chomp?
Yeah, no. I always think Chain Chomp. Oh yeah, that's why.
Mega Chomp's 120.
I always think like Chain Chomp has way better like special attack than it does because it only has 80. Because I was gonna say you can. If I thought it was like 105 or something like that. No. Because Mega Chomp is 120.
Yeah, Mega Chomp. I love running special Mega Chomp and Gen 6. One of my favorite guys.
Like Fire Blast, Draco, Earthquake.
But yeah, I ran it mixed to bait people into thinking it was. I ran with Swords Dance, Earthquake, Draco, and Fire Blast, and people would think it was physical, and then switch it into a physical wall, and I just nuked it with Draco.
It's so nice to hit Ferrothorns with Fire Blast from a Garchomp. It's the best feeling.
It is the best.
It
feeling.
only does like 75, but it's still the best feeling.
I mean, they die next turn anyways after it. So,
Yeah.
what the fuck are they doing to Garchomp?
True.
Yeah, with Fire Blast, no way. But yeah, and then Bloomer grabbing Toj, literally the best redirector in the game. I think. I like it. Would you support that, KSD?
Probably, yeah, because, like, I don't know, maybe if you want to say a Moongus, but I don't think anyone used it last time, so we don't really have much point of comparison, but...
I think
like
Jalal had it last time.
Yeah, I do not remember it if someone did run it, but...
I don't think he really ran it for
like,
redirection as much. I mean, you know, he did, but, like, you know...
Yeah.
It's like, but Toj is like, I think Toj is a better redirector overall, because also, it's, like, typing makes it so annoying with the right partners, because, like...
Yeah.
In my opinion, Togekiss and Heatran are like the actual like canon OTP pairing together, because like killing that's why I got Heatran Toj, was because killing both of them at the same time is literally impossible. I only use a single combination of moves that will do it because they're both so fat, and like Toj covers for Heatran so well, and it can cover for a lot of mons really really well.
The only thing that might be able to do it is if you're not tech with Chardy and you have like Banded, Tarak, Rock Slide or something like that.
Tarak, Rock Slide after like a beat up.
Yeah. There's barely anything.
There's like there's like almost nothing. It is basically impossible to take them both out. And Toad, again, not only does it get like reliable cover and roost, it also just gets soft boil, so you don't have to use your flying type. It gets this 60% flinch chance with Air Slash. This man is.
It's fun how you can play you can just run Air Slash and Thunder Wave and then run whatever Roost and Heal Bell or something like that in the last. Like, they're literally the only two things you need to. And if you run Thunder Wave support, you don't even need to run Thunder Wave on it. But Thunder Wave and Air Slash, just because of the hacks, you can break through so much stuff. Yeah.
It's so fat. It's so annoying. It's literally like, insane. And after having no answers to actually beat this guy, I was like, no, I can't let this man fall into the wrong hands again. I need him immediately. But yeah, Toj is completely disgusting. And next we got you grabbing Hariyama, the man himself.
Yes.
Probably
Hariyama in this format.
Yeah, he was your trusty guy last time.
Yeah, I think I drafted it, and if I'm remembering right, I couldn't figure out if it was Hariyama or Toj. I think Toj was in tier 2, and Hariyama was in tier 3 when I looked back at it. But basically, this thing was so good that we actually bumped it up a tier. And
yeah,
I think it's still one of the best picks in tier 2, even with being bumped up.
Oh yeah,
it's just like, it's kind of like how Melmetal in like Gen 8 is just, you can literally not kill it. It's just too fat. And it's so good. I love how you can run Guts, or if you want to, it has actual offensive presence because it has 120 attack, and you can run Thick Fat, which is amazing against a lot of these. If you play Sun, you're literally getting a fire resist for nothing. If you play against Kyurem, it's a great Kyurem. It's probably one of the best Kyurem counters because it can close combat it back, and you just eat the ice moves. It's just so good in general, and it's very, like, you don't have to be mixing around with it. It's literally just you run Fake Out, Close Combat, either whatever, Y Guard or Protect, and then whatever you want for your filler slot for the 4th move. It's just such a good mon. And I think it's, what is it? I just pulled up the stats. I think it's 144 HP, which is disgusting. And the special defense and the defense aren't like, it's not like it's 60, so it's like, this thing I think is literally close to Toxapex. It's flipped from Toxapex, but it's got to be pretty damn close to Toxapex bulk, which is stupid for a Fake Out bot. Yeah,
he's super good. He also gets really good coverage with elemental punch moves. He gets, you know, actually one of the close combat guys. He gets, he just has so much that he can actually run on a set. And it's just like, also all of his abilities are amazing. All 3 of them are good. Like, and
I don't think I ever ran Sheer Force, but that'd be interesting to mess around with.
You definitely can. It gets a bunch of action benefits from it. Like, it's actually really
like you were just talking about the punches and shit.
Yeah. So his man's is actually like, he's pretty great. And from using him in sparring matches so far, I'm glad I picked him over Conk. The Fake Out.
I told you, it's a great. I love Hariyama so much.
Yeah, honestly, and also him being in T2, he absolutely. Why was his man T3 while Scrafty was also in T2 when he's just better Scrafty? Not saying I don't think Scrafty deserves to be in T2. Scrafty's still really good.
Intimidated is very nice, but yeah.
He's like mini Hitmontop, honestly.
Yeah.
With Dragon Dance, for some reason.
Moxie time.
Moxie time. Speaking of which, next we get... Well, not speaking about Moxie. But speaking of victories, we have Victini being drafted by Shiny Addo/Therapy. So that is both the Therian Genies plus Victini.
It's just such a, like, it's not in a, I'm not saying in an insulting way, because it actually is very interesting, but it is such a weird, like, combination, like, it's just hard to think of the type coverage and everything, because all three of those mons are very, like, you know?
They have such a wide
very
range.
Unique attacker.
Yeah, they're super unique. They have tons of stuff. Victini is actually really disgusting. I just ran some sparring matches with it today, and I was like, what is this? This thing has so many options. It's actually crazy. It is way more versatile in draft, and I think the previous drafters of it really used it for. I'm not gonna lie. Like, they had some crazy... It doesn't need to just be a V-Create bot, even though being a V-Create bot is anything but a bad thing.
Yeah, that's why I'm glad I have Heatran, because, like, you can break it, but there's not much you can do against it for Victor. Like, you could obviously run him Power Ground and draft. But,
I think it's literally the only thing you do to kill it.
Yeah. But it's, like, very, very nice to have the fire resist, because that thing hits like a fucking freight train.
Like 7 freight trains. Literally the strongest move in the game with V-Create. Like, what the hell is this, man? Yeah. If you don't resist that move, you're not living it.
Yeah.
Like, ever. Like, it is a very dangerous guy. Like, also, Victory Star, the ability, literally giving you 10% accuracy on all your moves, is insane.
Does it apply to your partner, too?
Oh, yes, it does. Meaning that Victini gets 99% accurate heat waves.
Yeah, that's
making it better than Searing Shot. It's so stupid. Searing Shot is so ass. What the fuck? But yeah, no, you get 99% accurate Rock Slides. Literally.
It makes sense that it works for doubles, but I never seen it in doubles because it's mythical, so I didn't know. That's cool.
Yeah, man's is crazy. Yeah, Victini's great. Victini is fantastic. And speaking of which, speaking of Scrafty, here we go. Fair grabbing it right now. So yeah, again, Scrafty, I think we were going over before. Fake out guy, it was a team of 8, similar hit on top. It's just the one fighting guy that loses to fighting guys is its one biggest weakness. But it also means it can just kill psychic types.
If you already have a team that's not, like we're gonna see in Far's team later, there's a lot of good anti-fighting stuff in there already built in, so it's not like the fighting weakness doesn't really matter on her team. So
yeah,
that is very nice.
Yeah, so that is a very good thing. And the other thing is, it also just, you know, it's just, oopsie, I accidentally clicked out of the thing. I just clicked out of the window, whoopsie! Back to where we were. 1 second. Yeah.
Yeah, take your time.
There's something else I was going to mention about Scrafty, it's interesting. I cannot remember it, but it's okay.
The one thing that I really don't like about Scrafty, like the typing, I actually don't think is a big deal, because you can kind of, in a draft format, you can kind of figure out your team weaknesses around it and stuff, but the 90 base attack is so pitiful.
Like, I mean, kind of,
sad.
but...
It's sad.
Oh, I remember now. Yeah, it's also it's a fighting type that's also very unique, in that it can actually destroy psychic types. Which is very significant. There's a lot of really good psychic types in this meta. Like Deoxys, for example, Cresselia. There's a lot of guys who it really threatens, and the dark type is actually a boon for. So as long as you keep it safe from like enemy fighting types, it's honestly chilling, because no fairies to absolutely obliterate it.
Yeah, you just can't mindlessly sub it in for Hitman Top, but if you use it well, which I think is well used in this team, I think it's really good.
Yeah. Alright, and next, William grabbing Latias, the first of multiple disasters for you.
Yeah, I really wanted Latias. This is like I didn't draft it because, like, Hariyama and Amunga, I knew that I wanted to, basically my whole plan lined up was that I wanted to go and draft the first 3 months that I got, which were Heatran, Amungus, and Hariyama, and then I was going to draft Heatran and Suicune. So I had that all set up, And then it got to this one, and I got sniped on Latias, and I was so mad because I think Latias is amazing. I think Latias might be the best tier 2. Like, it's such a stupidly good mon.
Oh, really?
It's literally so... I don't know if maybe I'm overhyping it a little bit, but I think it's really splashable. I think people really underrate the amount of different movesets it has and stuff like that. I think it's like, not 90%, but it's like 80 or 85% of Latios on offense. And it has so many more different like support options and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You can really just tech the shit out of it. And it's so helpful. And I love the Spadefin. It's just such a fat mon. I don't know. I was super Latias, like high on Latias. So I was super sad that I didn't get it. I also think a dragon is really important in this metagame.
Yeah.
Having a dragon that is 110 base speed is such a good speed check to everything in this tier. And you can run all the Latios shit at like 85%, but you can also run stupid support stuff and just fully bulk out and become disgusting. Like Toj is probably a little bit better for support stuff, or it is better for support stuff, but it doesn't have the offensive like
presence
you can't do with Latias. Yeah.
Does Latias Draco Meteor one-shot Kieran Black?
I mean, not the Bond one, but without it, yeah.
Okay, that's good to know. But yeah, it's so yeah. Even with its lower stats, it's still super strong.
Yeah.
And it is, it gets crazy support moves. It's one of the only heal pulse usage in the game. There's very few people who get it this gen.
Yeah.
I
super gushed about it, but I think it's I really love Latias, and I think it fits really well on this team too.
Oh yeah. And again, we were kind of drafting a crazy Heatran team together, and so it's like neither of us expected Latias to go this early. We were very
I know.
confused.
Last time we didn't go until like round 5 or round 6 or something like that, so I was like really surprised when it went.
Yeah, I got lucky thankfully, and no one really grabbed it on my end. I had to let it wait for a little bit because I literally could not wait to draft it. I had to wait to draft it because I had to grab Jellicent and Toj first because they were completely unreplaceable in the team. Like there's nothing that does their job at all. And if I didn't grab Jellicent when I did, he told me he would have taken it as his second pick water type. So I had to have grabbed it right there, and I knew it. I'm like, this is a Haruhi brand pick. If I leave it on the table, it is gone. I guarantee it. And I was fucking right. But I think
it makes sense because it does really well with Kieran Black. But yeah,
it does. And the good news is that me leaving this guy for tier 4 for pick 4 on my end did not ruin me, thankfully. And I ended up getting it. But yeah, next William also grabs Zapdos as well. The Jimothy cool thumbnail. This is such a good one, honestly. This is one of my favorite of the pictures that people use for this. I was like, wait, T-Tart? No, it's Zapdos. It's a fucking arrow. But yeah, what was William running on the front end of their team again? It was the Sandtine, right? Yeah. So now he has Disquake stuff.
T-Tart. Yeah.
Yeah, now he's crazy Disquake stuff. Zapdos does actually work well on the Sandtine.
Yeah, I mean, it's like one of those things that's like, it's so stressful running Zapdos or any of these guys that rely on Hurricane, like Torn, who rely on Hurricane outside of, but it just depends on the type of player you are. Like, if you're feeling ballsy and you want to go for that 70%, then it's really, really good if you hit it, but...
Well, I don't even think it gets Hurricane's gen, right?
On few risk givers. It doesn't?
Yeah, I think it got that in Gen 9, right? Or Gen 8?
I'll check. No, it definitely had it in Gen 7. I'll check. Curious.
I don't think it gets a Gen 5. I mean, almost nothing is Hurricane Gen 5. It's like Tornadus, Whimsicott, and like one other guy maybe.
I gotta switch to it for Hurricane instead of picking it Zapdos.
Dude, could you imagine if they gave it to Politoed? If Politoed...
Oh, yeah, the only thing that gets it is like... Volk gets it in this gen.
Oh, I forgot Volk gets it! What the fuck? Anti-Rain Tech, let's go!
Mewtwo gets it, but I'm pretty sure that's an event.
Mewtwo got Hurricane?
Moltres gets it.
Mewtwo is Hurricane?
That's why.
Dude, imagine running Mewtwo on my fucking... Imagine if I had Mewtwo for my Gen 9 draft team last season. With my Rain team, dude. What the actual hell is this bullshit? Hurricane.
Yeah, Moltres and Articuno get it, but for some reason Zapdos.
Dragonite gets it.
When the hell does that? Dude, that's so weird.
Yeah.
I never realized.
Wait, Zapdos is the only one who doesn't get it?
Yeah.
That's so stupid. It's the Stormbird. They had to wait till Gen 8. They knew it would be broken on rain teams, probably.
Probably.
Which would make sense, but yeah. Still, the Zapdos still has a ton of good moves to run. I mean, it's super hard to kill. Electrifying is amazing type. And then Fair comes out grabbing Tangrowth for the powerful Chlorophyll support or Regenerator. This man lives forever. He's actually really solid T3, super low key. Insane.
Wait, is it Tangrowth or is it Victreebel?
Tangrowth.
Okay.
They later swapped it out for Victreebel. I'm not sure why, because I think Tangrowth is honestly crazy, to be honest.
Victreebel is like literally just Venusaur, but like slightly worse. But it's not. It's actually. I want to check the stats.
Wait, does it get Sleep Powder?
Yeah, Victreebel definitely does.
Wait, is it just worse Venusaur? Like, unironically?
Let me check. I don't think it's that much different. I just think it's the bulk, honestly. I think it might have literally the same attacking stats.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, Venusaur has 82 attack, 100 special attack, and Victreebel has 100 special attack, 105 attack.
It's just
10. It's 10 lower speed, and it's got way worse bulk. But
interesting. That's crazy. I had no idea they were so similar.
Oh, I want to see if it has Weather Ball. Oh, it does have Weather Ball, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so you get the same exact coverage as Venusaur.
That's so funny. But yeah, next we have Shiny Addo going in with Mienshao. Mienshao pilled. Here we are. No, I don't think Mienshao is actually bad. It's a Regenerator. It's a big up fighting type. It's cheaper. It's actually in T3. There's very few that are lower, honestly. Most of the really good fighting types are in T2. And Mienshao is definitely absolutely usable, still very good, and does have good coverage. It doesn't get close combat in this gen, though?
Yeah, I think a lot of people forget. I think that was that Gen 8 thing, too? I'm pretty sure. But they just gave everything close. Like, barely anything got close combat before Gen 8.
Yeah, and then they made it TM, and then everything changed when the close combat nation attacked. But yeah, no, I mean, still, though, I did warn him before. It's like, it doesn't have close combat, right? So yeah, I know, it's fine.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing with, I think Kiki grabbed on the other side, and she would say the same thing. It's like, yep, I know, don't worry. I was like, okay. But yeah.
I like the idea of Mienshao, but I feel like whenever I tried to... I forget if what was that? Maybe a Season 1 draft we, used it.
You used it in Season 3, but as its tiny version of Mienfoo.
Yeah, no, Mienfoo's like a crack. It's like the Mienfoo little cup is literally like Mienshao on crack because it's so bulky and stupid.
It's so bad. It's so funny to me that I think of Mienfoo. It is literally
the Kyurem Black of that.
It's literally like that. No, it's so scary. Like, I think of Mienfoo and I am terrified internally. I literally have PTSD from it. I think of Mienshao and it's not the same thing at all. Like, because the amount of absolute pain you and Ari put their whole draft leagues through, it was disgusting.
Yeah, no, I love the idea. I love the idea of Mienshao because it's basically like what you would think of when you think of Mienfoo, because little cup. But it's just for me in practice, whenever I use it, I feel like the bulk always underwhelms me. But for a tier 3 pick, it's definitely a really solid pick, and you get a lot of utility out of it.
It also gets inner focus if you need to dodge a flinch if you're about to get fucked by a fake out combo, which is actually very useful.
And
has won some people games. I remember Meta famously using it to stop fake out and absolutely destroying people.
Yeah. No, that's a good tech.
Yeah. And then we have the Mayo Mew pick over here from you, Casey. Grabbing the absolute... It's not even a Swiss Army knife. This thing is literally like I
think literally the only moves it doesn't get are... I think Follow Me is literally the only move that it doesn't get that's important.
Yeah, it's like the precision...
I think it literally gets everything else.
Yeah, this is like the precision bunker missile of draft where you can make it anything. It doesn't... And I think it's better than
Shermer was the only one I remember using it. He just trolled by using the stupid transform set all the time.
He used Frost Breath Mew next to Anger Point Camera-Ups in Trick Room, and then had Camera-Up become one of the top kill leaders despite being T5 garbage. It was insane. The amount of...
I forgot about that shit.
It's honestly crazy. The amount of stupid shit that Mew can do and facilitate on any team. And the real power of Mew isn't even that. It's the fact that your opponent has no fucking idea what you are doing with this Pokemon, and they have to prep for everything, and almost none of the time will they ever guess what you're doing right, unless you're running the same.
You have so much coverage for physical and special, and you can also run so many support and so much. Like, you can run Band, or you could run SD, or Nasty Pot, or Specs. It's like, you could literally, this thing is actually so versatile. I love it.
It gets reliable recovery, it gets Dragon Dance, it gets every dancing move, it gets Sword Power, it gets Bulk Up, Calm Mind. I don't think it doesn't get Cosmic Power. That's one I was looking at, because I was like, hell yeah. Yeah, this thing is completely disgusting.
That's like one of those moves that make it broken, but yeah.
It's honestly one of the scariest ones in the whole game. It's so annoying to get rid of because of the base hundreds across the board. It's not slow. You can run it as anything you want. Also, super dangerous. One of the only mons in the game that get ally switch. There's like maybe 8 mons in the game that get it, and Mew is one of them. And it's
the only ones I remember is Mew's and Deoxys.
And it is one of the two. It's like that and Deoxys Defense are easily the best ally switch Pokemon, no contest at all.
Yeah.
And that move, again, it hasn't been nerfed yet, like it hasn't been in Gen 9. Rip ally switch. But you can just spam it every single turn. The mind games are disgusting, and it's a really good tank for ally switch use, because it just is so hard to remove, and there's not many really strong, good Dark and Ghost types in this format. So it can just sit there like a complete idiot and just do anything it wants, heal forever. It is a menace. Absolutely. I am so scared. This is why I'm so scared for literally my first round against Shiver, because I don't know what the hell he's going to do with it. He is really creative. And the other thing about it, Transform lets you see your opponent's sets, and you can figure out everything you're doing.
I wasn't thinking about Mew until Latios got sniped. But honestly, I like the way it shaped my team more than what I originally thought I was going for. Because it's so good at support, and it just it filled the whole of a psychic support type Pokemon so well, and it ended up opening up different doors for me that I couldn't really do in my team building with Latias, because it's so nice to have a secondary fake out. It's so, because I would never go in with only one fake out mon.
Oh, he gets fake out too?
Good at everything. Yeah, boy.
Why does he get fake out? This stupid guy is so dumb.
I think fake out is actually one of the you know how it's the XD,
it's from the stupid XD tutor?
I think so. I'm like 90% sure.
No.
Because that's the one. It's like it only gets like one per game, right? And you have to like reset the game to get a different one.
Oh no, this is a disaster. Yeah, this is so bad. Oh no, it gets fake out too? Dude, how am I supposed to... Maybe I am glad we're not fighting for once. Fighting you with a Mew? Jesus Christ.
Mew is peak. I love Mew in this.
Yeah, I would have loved to draft it, but Sherber made his intentions clear from even before the draft started that he was drafting Mew. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, there's no way. Unfortunately, I was doomed. I could never have gotten this guy, but you got to, and I'm really excited to see what you do with them. It's gonna be disgusting. I already know. You're gonna commit war crimes with this thing.
I really thought about drafting DOS, but Mew is just too fun. It's just too good. It fills so many holes, and it's so techable. Yeah, it's like it's not even techable. It's literally like the inventor of tech. Yeah, like he's got everything besides literally follow me. I think it's the only move it doesn't get. Oh no, so terrible. Fuck cares? You get ally switch. It's basically the same. It probably would be banned. It literally gets ally switch. It's the same thing basically. Yeah. Oh god. Anyways, next we have Bloomer grabbing Mamoswine, super heat pick. Honestly, very strong. Ice ground coverage is basically unresisted. Also Ice Shard for priority. It actually gets Icicle Crash. It gets Rocks coverage. Is this thing tier 2? Is it tier 2? I have no idea. I mean, I can just tell you in 3 seconds. Let me just open the tiers thing. Yeah. It is... Doop-a-doop-a-doop. Yeah, it's tier 2. Huh. And yeah, I have no strong opinions on Mamoswine. It's definitely interesting, though. Yeah, it can be really strong on the right thing and on the right team, and I think it fits Bloomer's team very well. By the end of its final form, it works very well. But next, it definitely makes a lot of sense. It's interesting. Yeah, and next we have Reggie grabbing Shaman,
who he would eventually, I think, swap out. But Shaman Land, unironically,
You
is
skipped
actually...
Rex.
So what?
You skipped Rex.
I did.
Yeah, you just jumped from Bloomer picking Mammoth to Rex picking.
Maybe I wanted to
Reggie
skip Rex picking Gastrodon despite my my best efforts to get him to pick literally any other Mon. That wasn't another support guy. I tried so hard. I tried. But I mean, Gastrodon is not bad in this format at all. Please do not mistake my deep sadness for Gastrodon. Gastrodon is an anti-sand and anti-rain Mon with Storm Drain and Sand Force.
Storm Drain literally beats rain on its own. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's incredibly strong.
You could literally just leave this thing out there for the whole match, and I doubt it would die. Like Ludicolo kills it, but other than that, I don't think any other rain Mon kill it.
Yeah, and then you also get the fact that you can also just run Stockpile to make yourself invincible with recovery. You can run as a tank with Toxic. You can run it with Scald to just obliterate people. It is a menace, complete menace. And another kind of really versatile one draft that you can do whatever you want with it. It's very strong. But yeah, on Rex's team. Anyways, next we go to Reggie grabbing Shaman Land, which at first, you're like, okay, is it really that good? And the answer is actually yes. I think it's actually a really good low-key T3 pick. Because it still gets Sea Flare, which is absurdly broken. It doesn't have it has natural cure, not Serene Grace, so it doesn't get the 60% chance of destroying your special defense stat. But what it does get is still the same coverage as Shaman Sky, basically, because it still has Earth Power. It still gets Air Slash. Surprising, which I did not know.
Just because it doesn't have stab, it doesn't really do anything, or Serene Grace.
Yeah,
so it's just a 75 power. 30% punch, which is
it's weaker, but it's nice to still have the coverage to kill enemy draft types with. It's also despite being in this form, gets Tailwind. And gets reliable recovery and synthesis, assuming you're not up against a rain that destroys it. But yeah, it's honestly a decently solid pick, and it's really bulky with the hundreds across the board. But he ended up swapping it out for, what did he swap it out for?
I think Rotom Heat.
Was Rotom Heat? Oh,
that's what's in the slot.
Oh, that's crazy. Rotom Heat, by the way, one of the best Mons in the entire draft, period. It is so hard to hit this thing.
Was I talking to you about it? Oh, no. I was talking to Harley about it because he wanted to draft it. Because I wasn't thinking. I was like, I kind of don't, but it's really good. I like it a lot. I think it might be my favorite Rotom for the value.
Yeah, killing this thing is impossible because it is... Yeah. How you hit it. You have to hit with water or rock moves, and it kills water types, and it just is chilling. I had no way of beating Jalal's Rotom Heat last time. The only way I was able to defeat it was by priority tricking an Iron Ball, and then killing it, and so I could kill it with my Landers' Earth Power. It was the only way I could take it out, and I actually successfully pulled it off in one of those legendary draft plays ever, and it was... Yeah, it was ridiculous. But killing this thing is impossible. It's really, really bad. So honestly, it was a pretty good trade. Also, I don't know how I felt at T3. I don't know how this happened. I'm not gonna lie, but it's probably fine, right? Surely it'll be okay.
Yeah, of course.
Next we have Purple with the most cursed GIF ever of Kingdra. Apparently, it's the only GIF of this Pokemon that's easily accessible. Probably on Tenor. I don't know why.
Is it the kissing?
It's a horrible kissing one. Yep, sure is.
Yeah.
And then we have Kingdra for the Rain team. Obviously, run. I think we talked about this before. Muddy Water Spam. It gets Draco Meteor, one of the best dragons in the game. If somebody doesn't get killed by Muddy Water, Draco Meteor will wipe them out anyways. It gets Ice Beam.
It's good. It's just there's not really it's. When you take Rain, you take Scissor, Kingdra, and Politoed, and you can tech around those three, but every single Rain team is gonna have those.
Yeah.
So it's you know what it does. It's the guy.
Or Kingdra, Politoed, Ferrothorn, as Bloomer showed how strong it was last time. But yeah, I mean, yeah.
But I feel like in this format, it's a lot easier to just draft Scissor tier 2 because so you can keep your second tier 1 pick.
Honestly, you could have just left people could have just left Kingdra as their last fucking pick because. In this draft, trying to snipe other people's shit is so bad because you need to be pretty focused on what you're doing with your team, or you'll fall behind very easily.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, and then they grabbed Toxicroak, who, again, you could spam Surf next to with no issue whatsoever. Gets dry skin, so it's constantly healing in the rain. Very, like, does it get fake out?
Yeah, it does.
Honestly, what tiers is it? T3?
Yeah, it's like a two. Basically, it's like one of those ones that's like on rain. It's like worth the T2, but if you're not on rain, it's kind of useless. So it's like, you know.
Oh, is it T2?
No. I meant it's like if you have a rain team, then you get like it's basically as good as a tier 2.
Oh yeah.
But if you're not on a rain team, then it's worth a tier. So it's like one of those ones that it gets awkwardly, like Kingdra, how it's like basically useless outside of rain versus like Scizor, which is good in or out.
Yeah. Whereas, you know, and if you have a Sun team, please not draft Crocs, I beg of you. Don't burn your frog alive every turn.
Frog to get fried.
You're gonna get PETA on our asses, I beg of you. But yeah, but next we have Reggie grabbing the man, the myth, the legend, the Secretary of Defense, Tim Howard, Deoxys Defense. This guy, oh my lord, Casey, I'm just gonna tell you this right now.
It's your favorite man, gush about it.
This guy, I drafted him because last draft he was in T4. And I thought running it would be super cool because it sounded funny. And then I ran him, and I literally destroyed so many people with it. It got put in the tier 3. And I'm a little surprised it got away with only being put in T3. But
I don't know. It's hard to like. I think it's better than attack. So I would have put it over it. But it's like attack, you can't really put any lower because if you can't put something with that kind of offensive stats in tier 3, you know.
And 150 base speed.
Yeah.
But the thing about it, I think it's better than all 4 of them by far. But that's just my personal opinion. And the reason is because it is such a good doubles mod. It can sit there and just boost up and obliterate anything by itself. Like literally, it gets Nasty Plot and Dark Pulse from the same stupid event. And because of that, with Psyshock, it has perfect coverage to not get walled by anything, to not get like fully immune walled by anything. And it is insane. I have swept people so many times boosting sets, but it doesn't have to run that. You can run it. It's every good psychic move
the setup
in the game.
Sets are like very if you like you have to snowball a lot to get them going, but if you can get them snowballing, they're definitely dangerous. Yeah.
You just can't kill him. He's just so fat. But he also, and he obviously gets recover, so reliable recovery. Getting rid of this guy is so annoying, and he's base 90 speed. He doesn't look like he'd be fast. He is so fast. He's the slowest of the Deoxys, and he's base 90. He's base 90. He's so fast. He's so annoying. He gets every good psychic move in the game. He gets Ally Switch, one of the only other Ally Switch users in the game, and possibly the best one at using it. He gets Trick Room. He gets literally every move you could ever want on a psychic guy, and he is just unstoppable. You can run with Iron Defense and Amnesia if you wanted. And Casey, I'm just saying, like, 2020 me wasn't even cooking. Post season 4.
No, you know, I really thought about it. I didn't want DOD because I don't think it's like the bulk is a little bit more annoying, and I didn't want to run the full setup cheese and stuff. But I think Deoxys is really, really cool. It's just like it's just thick. It's just a thick mon, man. And so I almost drafted speed. I was really close to drafting speed.
Well, let me tell you something. Post season 4 Venty, with this guy in his hands during some of our sparring matches, the unholy shit I came up with that I think would actually just take over the entire draft league, dude, it's disgusting. Like, if we ever do some like Haruhi test matches or whatever, you'll see what I'm talking about. The sets I have come up with, or this thing with modern me's experience, from, I'll just say, some certain prior staple sets I ran in other draft leagues. Oh my lord, this thing would be insufferable. Literally unstoppable. And be the most piece of shit that you'd ever seen. And it is disgusting. Like, I honestly, if Haruhi ever drops this thing at some point, I might consider picking it up. I am not sure, but just because I would want to just show off the stupid shit I've come up with. But this guy is, whew, this guy's wild. I love him so much. Easily one of the best budget picks in the entire game. And also, if you need a support guy, if you need a bulky psychic type, there are few that can ever rival this man. But yeah, anyways, enough about the mystical Tim Howard. We shall move on. And Rex grabs Smeargle, which at first I thought was such a cap pick, but then honestly I played some a lot of sparring matches with him actually. Smeargle was actually really good. Even without Dark Void, this man is actually very solid and very annoying because Spore is just so stupid. It can run anything you want it. It's so fucking annoying. And even with Justice Ash, this man, he gets so much done in just the 2 turns. And if it gets more than that, he's insufferable. It's so fucking annoying. And it's another redirector. You can run literally any combo you could think of. He is yet another tech master like Mew. I would argue not nearly as good as Mew because Mew can stick around forever. But this man is still super solid because he can just pull off the most stupid cheese imaginable.
Yeah.
So
no, you definitely lose the offense, but
honestly, at T4,
literally every single move. So
at T4, I think he's not even a bad pick. I think he's honestly a really nice pick at T4.
No, for T4, it's an amazing pick.
Yeah. So honestly, he was cooking with this one, unironically. No notes, but yeah. Boomer grabs Umbreon. I think it gets Starless Jet. I'm pretty sure. Not to mention, he also gets this. I think it does. I'm not entirely sure why he picked Umbreon, but I think he has some stuff cooking. Umbreon's super fat.
I can think of his like Wish Pass, or not a Wish Pass, like Curse Baton Pass, but like there's nothing on his team that can take a Curse, you know? Yeah,
I'm wondering if it's also for like foul play support potentially. I'm not sure, but I think he has something cooking with it because he seemed pretty confident in most of his picks. Is the thing. Assuming they weren't instantly sniped from him, which after the first rounds, I think he got everything he actually wanted. I don't think he got sniped on anything else.
It does learn Snarl, so.
Okay, yeah. So it has decent support moves. It has Roar to get rid of sweepers. Like, it's not... It definitely has some options. It almost won the World Championships in fucking Gen 7 of all fucking places, so... This man has chops. Like, he is good at
Well, yeah, it definitely has bulk, but for the draft league, it's kind of a weird pick because it's like...
It's a very
good pick. Very, very shallow move pool. Like, for some reason, because I was looking at it because I was looking at some of the other evolutions, but for some reason, Umbreon gets, like, literally nothing. Like, literally the only evolution that actually gets, like, a good support move pool is Vaporeon. Like, I don't know why, but, like, literally all these other ones just get shit for support. Like, Foul Play is nice, but, like, there's barely anything else that can... Like, it's literally just the Foul Play, Toxic, Heal Bell, and Wish Protect. Like, that's the only things you can basically run on it.
Good Toxic.
Yeah. Did I say? Oh, I thought I said Toxic. My bad. And you can run Toxic or Yawn or T-Wave, but like, that's literally like you can run it's basically you run a status Foul Play and Wish Protect. So it's like very, very linear. Like, it's not terrible that it's linear because it's very bulky, but it's still like, I don't know, and it's super taunt bait.
What tier is it in?
Tier 3.
Okay. Maybe we can move it to tier 4.
But it's a weird,
Maybe we can move it to tier 4, but Then speaking of Vaporeon, by the way, you picked Vaporeon, so I'm still glad I stopped you from being Suicune Pill. Because oh my,
I mean, Suicune, it's really, you go.
Yeah, Suicune's one of my favorite ones ever, but it is. I was very disappointed with it when I first drafted it last in season 2, and it was just like. Apparently, the way you run it is if you have Intimidators, running it with Suicune is actually the way you run it, because then you can protect it from any physical shit. It will just boost up the Calm Mind and it becomes invincible. Yeah. Also, very good Tailwind setter. It's very reliable to actually set Tailwind with.
Well, there's also barely any. Like, it's not like that we have like a Kartana in this format, so it's basically. I mean, Cure Infusion Bolt, but that's only got 4 PP against Suicune, and basically there's nothing that can hit it super effective on the physical side.
The problem is it really suffers from not having reliable recovery besides rest.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a massive... If it got recovered, this guy would be tier 1, like, no shot. But unfortunately, it doesn't. However, you picked Vaporeon. And why did you pick Vaporeon?
Yeah, well, I mean, we looked at the stats and stuff, and Vaporeon has actually, like I was saying, for some reason, they give every evolution except for Vaporeon, like, jack shit for moves, but Vaporeon gets a ton of really good support moves. Like, it gets all the typical evolution stuff, so all the stuff we just mentioned with Umbreon, and then it also gets Acid Armor, it gets, so you can actually Baton Pass with it. Yeah. You can do, it has a usable special attack stat, so you can use 100. It has 110 special attack, and it still has pretty much this. It's very close to, like, on the physical side, you're not hitting as much as Suicune, but it's pretty damn close. You also get Water Absorb, which is amazing for the rain matchup. Some of the sets that they recommend using are like Trick Room Special Attacker, which is kind of cool. Yeah. You can kind of spam with that. There's some other, I can't think of all of them right now, but Icy Wind. Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, Icy Wind, Fake Tears, Acid Armor, Yawn, Tickle, Charm. So you get a shit ton of different. You get a shit ton of like different weird ones that you can use for Vaporeon that aren't like, and like Acid Armor Vaporeon into Baton Pass. You can definitely do some fun stuff with that. There's a lot of really cool stuff you can do with Vaporeon, and it's very versatile. And it's also Water Absorb when you are so worried about the Rain matchup, because Rain is one of the best teams in this entire format. So I just really like it, and it's also a tier cheaper than Suicune. I think it's just better than Suicune, so it's like no-brainer for me.
Oh yeah, no, that was a really good find by you.
Yeah, usually the evolutions are noob trap mons, but I think it's actually the opposite here, which is kind of funny.
Yeah, honestly, really good. I mean, Vaporeon was doing crazy last season too, even in Gen fucking 9, dude.
Yeah, like, it's definitely. I feel like Vaporeon and Umbreon, well, Sylveon too, but it doesn't exist this gen, so I wasn't thinking of it. But those two are just so bulky. The way the nice HP stats can really carry these things.
Yeah, Vaporeon's crazy. Also gets all the ice coverage that you'd ever want to run on it too, if you ever need to like kill a dragon or something. It's very, very, very strong. And honestly, after you pointed out all the crazy calcs that were very similar to Suicune, I was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Vaporeon's insane.
Like Suicune, what does Suicune have, like 90 base attack? I want to check it. Or special. Yeah, it's 90 base special, and Vaporeon has 110.
That's insane.
So it's like 20 points stronger, which is insane.
Yeah, that's actually... Dude, Vaporeon was so crazily statted for Gen 1. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Like, I think literally the only thing Suicune really gets on it that's better is, like, obviously the physical bulk, but the Tailwind. Like, I think pretty much everything else...
And Calm Mind.
Get back up to. Yeah, true.
Yeah. But yeah, so with this, then we move on to Shiny Addo grabbing Virizion, which I think is one of the best T4s, to be honest, because if you're needing that kind of like, it's a really good anti-Rainmon, but also grass fighting coverage is really strong in this meta, as Breloom has shown. And not only that, but like, again, it gets Sword Dance, it gets, you know, I mean, you can run it with beat up. It's the worst beat up recipient because it doesn't get any spread moves, but like,
it doesn't get Rock Slide. That's so sad.
It is very sad. But Leaf Blade's Sacred Sword combo is kind of crazy though for coverage. You kind of kill like everything. Also, his base like 1 billion special defense and base 1 billion speed. So like, you get like, you're really good anti-Rainmon because you're never dying to Muddy Water. You can probably handily live a Changer or Draco Meteor. And
yeah, this thing has really high spread out.
It's also a really good anti-setup mon because Sacred Sword goes through stat boosts. Which is also
129 spit out. That's
yeah, 129 spit out is disgusting. Yeah. Honestly, for T4, I think it's absolutely worth it. At T3, I think no one ever drafts this man ever. It's so worthless. So I lobbied decently hard for it to be T4. Where I think it fits in way better, honestly, because there's no way it's as good as Cobalion T3. It's just not. It's just literally not. I couldn't in good faith let it run T3 after we completely good undrafted last time because it was just way too expensive.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then...
Oh, wow, I think it's both screens, too.
It does, yeah. It has a lot of really good support moves. Yeah, it has a lot
I was just thinking of it a little bit because I know it's a fat Spadaf against the Rain teams, but that's a really... I think it's a low-key, really good pick. That's cool.
Yeah, for sure. Really solid. And then we have Fire grabbing Salamence. Interesting for a Sun team. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe they just want something like different profile also as another mon that can stand up to at least like the water aspect of Rain. Or maybe to have a potential counter to Kingdra, though I don't know how you're ever going to hit it first with it.
Yeah, I think it's like, it doesn't really have the best energy with Sun, but I think they did a good job, like I was talking about before. where Scrafty is like something you really need to build around, but if you build around it, it does a really good job. And by drafting Ments, that's another really good fighting resist that they got. So
Yeah, that's
it's really like you have Victor Bell, you have Lando, and you have some Ments, all as your fighting resist. So you don't have to worry about the weak, and so you can just benefit from the strength of Scrafty. And Ments is just like, I don't know. It's like I wanted to use Ments, but it feels like it's hard to. But I like the way it fits on this team. The Dragon Resist, you don't have to worry about the speed as much because you have Victor Bell and you have Lando I for speed control. So
that's also true.
It's very cool on this team. Like, it's not something you would normally think of, and it does kind of suck because I don't think it gets any physical stab for flying this gen, right? It's only special for Hurricane. Or does it not even get Hurricane?
I don't even know if it gets Hurricane this gen. The other
That's
thing
so sad if it doesn't.
Yeah, the other thing about it is that it gets this and Scrafty actually work very well together because they can cycle intimidates with each other, just ruin physical threats. So actually, I think
Definitely.
now that I think I've seen the vision now, honestly. And you can also run Moxie.
I forgot about that shit.
Wait, what?
It has Hydro. I remember.
Oh, it has Hydro.
I forget if it was a BKC or a Blunder video. There's one video where this guy I think it was CTC, just like completely like read some guy's soul and like completely specs Hydro Pump Ment on Switch and sniped something in a Gen 5 game. It's like one of the greatest plays I've ever seen in my life.
So
Holy shit, I forgot about that.
So I remember against Hydro Pump from watching people play Emerald Kaizo, and that was one of the common moves they used as a tech to kill one of the Elite Four members. Was running Hydro Pump Salamence. I'm like, why the fuck does it get this stupid ass move? I also knew about it from doing. Yeah, I also knew about it because I got as an egg move in Emerald doing Gyarados breeding chain to get Dragon Dance on Salamence. Nice. And I was like, oh, I got Hydro Pump. Why the fuck is this an egg move for this man? But yeah.
Yeah, it has 110 special. That's literally the same as like Latias. So that's like, you know?
I did not realize they had the same attack. That's crazy. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, Mixed Ments is actually like this. Like, Mixed Chomp is like, it exists, but it's not really real. But Mixed Ments is actually like disgusting. I know in Gen 3 OU, it pretty much like it's obviously physical special split, but it pretty much only runs physical or special moves other than Brick Break. So it's typically it's seen use like that in other gens, but you can really see it in this format how that would be really good, especially because you get to don't worry about Intimidate when you're going to be cycling your own Intimidate so much.
Oh yeah. So yeah, it's and I think it actually is a pretty solid pick on this team.
It's like how I was talking about Hitmontop earlier. It's like I don't like it on most teams, but I think if you have the right partners, I think it can be really good. And I think they did a good job getting the right partners for it on this team. Yeah.
And next we have William grabbing Slowbro and the menace themselves, Stoutland, who absolutely obliterated me in week 3 of season 2. That was a really good pick. Stoutland is, for some unknown fucking reason, gets Sand Rush for literally no reason. This man has nothing to do with sand, and he's just like, what if I just went...
Actually, I want to look on the Buildopedia page to see if it has a reason or not.
Like, I just don't understand, but he gets it, and he's a great sand pick because, okay, first of all, it gives you another non-ground guy for a sand team, but it also... Does it also protect him from Sand Chip too? The Sand Rush? Like, low-key? I think it does. But yeah, so like I almost said Houndstone. Holy shit. Yeah, it gets immunity. Yeah. So Stoutland is super fat. It's actually very annoying to actually KO. It gets a shit ton of coverage. All the elemental fangs. It gets like so many different types of moves that you can run. Does it get Helping Hand? I don't remember if it does.
Yeah, it does.
Oh my god. Yeah, I get so much good support moves. It is very, very strong. All this coverage to run with. Sand Rush is crazy on it. The meta made this guy go crazy, and that's what actually taught us this man has real play in this tier. Like, for draft. He is very effective what he does. Very dangerous. I honestly don't know why Fire didn't grab himself. It's a crazy one. On Slowbro, also... Again, from seeing it from some spar matches, this guy is a menace. Slowbro is so annoying to get rid of in this fucking tier.
It's so weird because I've used, like, obviously playing Gen 8 and Gen 9 singles, like, you see so much Slowbro and Slowking and shit, but it's like hard to imagine in a doubles form. Like, I know how good it is, but it's like hard to imagine, you know?
Yeah, but the thing is, it gets like so many different types of moves. It gets Trick Room for good, and it thrives in
Trick Room is good,
too.
but it's like I don't know what you would ever use it on this team. Like there's literally not a single thing on this team that benefits from Trick Room.
You know, that's fair. I mean, the other thing about it, it gets tons of coverage. It's really, you can run it with, again, like Calm Mind, Curse. Yeah, Calm Mind, Curse, Slack Off. You can, like, do so much stuff to try to snowball it. It is, honestly, and also I think it's way better than Slowking. Having the physical defense in this tier is way more relevant. I think
if I remember right, there's a way too. You can, I think it's like, you can't hit the max physical defense on Slowking, but you can hit the max. You can hit, like, the way that the stat spreads work on these two. I'm pretty sure Slowking cannot hit the maximum physical defense number on Slowbro, but Slowbro can hit the max physical special defense number on Slow, or something silly like that.
That's
like,
so
it's really
weird.
It's weird with that, but it's like super physically ball. It's a good mon. It's just I'm having trouble seeing it working on this team, like with the dollar synergies and stuff. But it's like looking in tier 3, it's probably one of the better things you could go with.
Yeah,
for sure.
It's super solid, but great bulky water and bulky psychic type all in one. And despite having much
this
weaknesses,
team definitely needed a water.
Yeah, he needed a good bulky water, and I think honestly, you could do significantly worse. You could draft Suicune. Oof.
Damn, poor Suicune.
I'm so sorry, Suicune. I'm so sorry.
You're right, but it's still sad.
It's very sad. I'm like, oh. But no, yeah. I think Silver is actually pretty solid. Yeah, and then fire grabbing, Clefairy, Friend Guard last with Eviolite, super bulky, higher tier than Clefable.
Yeah, I didn't know that Friend Guard existed in this gen until I was like reading shit for the draft.
Right? Yeah, Clefairy is crazy.
It feels like a Gen 6 ability.
It sure does, because that's when everyone realized how stupid the ability was.
Yeah.
It's on like 1 or 2 Pokemon in the entire universe, and Clefairy is one of them for no reason.
Dude, I thought so hard about drafting Jigglypuff with like my tier 5 pick. I wanted to get Friend Guard. But Jigglypuff is literally Clefairy with no moves.
With no follow me.
It doesn't even have like... Does Clefairy have Fake Out, right?
No. Oh my god, Clef got Fake Out? I don't think it's Fake Out. You could check, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't.
Oh, okay.
I probably ran it a lot more if it did
like,
get Fake Out. Dude, Clefable with Fake Out? Oh my god. I mean, I ran Clefable last time. It was... I mean, I used it in one match and ran the Forbidden Clef Zodia set.
Yeah,
the greatest... probably one of Reggie's greatest creations of all time. I cannot believe. He told me about this set. I'm like, what the hell is this complete... The dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life, and it was so good. It worked so well. I think I traumatized poor Poison Prince the last time. Oh no, it was so bad. It's so stupid.
That's why PP didn't come back. Sad.
I know he came back for season 3. He came back. I didn't actually. I didn't banish. I didn't literally banish him to the Shadow Realm of Draft League from it. But yeah, no, it was still. That was yeah. But yeah, Clefairy is just very fat. It gets obviously soft boiled to stay alive for a little longer and protect its allies. It's kind of just sits there, but I'm pretty sure it also gets Seismic Toss, so you can still do damage with it. It's not just a complete sitting duck. Any fat mon that gets Seismic Toss or Nightshade, Deoxys also gets Nightshade, thankfully. Can just they're always useful. You see, you can like really reliably not invest in any offensive stats and just like still kill shit. Because you're dealing like 25 to 35% of everyone's health in one hit every single turn, which
for sure
usually can set up a combo one shot if you double into it with something else. So, yeah, it can still just actually do things too. And you know, Clefairy's super solid as a redirector. Yeah. And then
it sucks from not having the fairy type, but obviously it'd be a lot higher if it had it.
Right. I mean, Clefable's case, sometimes not being a fairy type and still being normal type can be better. If you want to one-shot your opponent to the stupidest fucking sets imaginable. But anyways, then we get back to Shiny Addo, who grabs the Pringles Man Jellicent, which I believe they swapped out later. And they swapped it out.
Metagross is on the sheet right now. Metagross,
yeah. And so to go over it again, Landorus Therian, Thundurus Therian, Victini, and Metagross as the offensive core. Holy crap.
Yeah, that's tough.
How do you deal with that? Like, unironically, I don't know what you do. That is a very difficult spread of guys to actually kill.
I was really glad when people picked up Metagross, because I think who got the other Metagross in your division? Was it?
It was Tablet.
Yeah, I was, because Tablet and Edo picked it up at like pretty much the same time, and because it's a really interesting mod, because it's not like the Gen 8 once they buffed all those abilities to be immune to Intimidate. It's basically only Clear Body, and Metagross is pretty much the only thing that's a physical attacker that's actually immune to Intimidate, which is really cool.
Well,
and like we were talking about, what?
There's another.
All right, buddy. All right.
There's another. It's a certain.
I mean, if you mean Bish, but
no. There's another. It's a certain man, if you know what I mean.
Hey. You run your physical already.
I'm just saying, he is also immune to Intimidate, and is a, and
okay,
is a,
good man.
Yeah, and a physical. Okay. Anyways, but besides that, Metagross. Yeah, so Bloomer had been running the greatest slander campaign against Metagross for years, and I believed it that it was actually ass. But I honestly think, I
was really excited
upon talking about it. I think I was like, I think we were all just shit back then, and we had no idea how to actually run this stuff. And then he was like, you know what? I think you're probably right. India, I don't know if he'd ever publicly admit it, but in DMs, he was like, you know what? Yeah, you're probably right. Honestly, I think I just probably ran like shit. Because again, seeing it in some sparring matches, Metagross is very dangerous. very dangerous.
You literally just need to run EQ, Rocks, Zen Headbutt, and Bullet. That's literally it. Like, what else do you need to run?
Yeah. Zen, yes.
And you don't even need to run Zen every time. You can just run it. If you really want Meteor Mash or something, you can just swap those two. But like, there's no,
Yeah, Zen is still really scary though. Zen is still really scary. Yeah. There's not a whole lot of actually usable Dark types. I'm not gonna lie. And like, Psychic is still a usable type in this gen offensively. I forget this because I'm so used to it being complete dog shit most of the time. But seriously, Psychic types are still very, very good in this game.
Yeah. Because
Ghost and Dark types haven't taken over the universe yet. So
what do you think? Do you think Metagross is actually the best? I think it is the best banned user in the whole format.
I intend to agree. Also seeing banned Metagross in some sparring matches going actually disgusting crazy with the amount of damage it can do to shit.
I think it hits 6 or 7 attack, right? With banned.
Yeah, and you can't intimidate it. You can't. There's no way you can just passively stop it. I mean, you can burn it if you have decent burn tech, but it's not like it's very common to have burn tech. There's not a whole lot of Will-O-Wisp users, and it's only 75% accurate.
Yeah, Heat Wave is honestly the only real weakness. Like, even the physical bulk, it's because it's such a stat hound. It's like you can't really just OHKO it with anything besides like special fire. Or I think like Heat Wave is like the only thing I can imagine just OHKOing this thing. Like maybe an Earth Power, but you could always follow me tech it, you know.
Lander's Eye Earth Power would probably like explode.
Yeah, definitely
blow its brains out. But like, besides that, I mean, it's really tough. I mean, I guess Nidoking Earth Power could probably do it too, but like. Nah, but yeah, proper follow me tech, my god, like what the fuck?
Yeah, 130 defense. I think that might actually be more physically bulky than Skarm. I think Skarm is 7140, so I think it's actually more physically bulky than Skarm.
Yeah,
which is stupid.
And you can run it in or out of Trick Room too. You can run it in Trick Room, you can run it in Tailwind. Yeah. It's very dangerous. And it's
Metagross is sick. I'm glad I got drafted.
I'm really glad Metagross Redemption. Hopefully, the Metagross Redemption arc is actually happening now. But honestly, like, I was shocked at how easy it is to just run a choice on it with like almost.
Holy shit! This thing has an Icy Wind too. Like, you want to take it from screens and Iron
Choice band Icy Wind Metagross new meta.
Swag. There's so much, and you can run Pursuit on this thing, dude. There's so many friggin'.
I did not know I got Pursuit. I don't know if it's enough to kill Latios. Well, I guess maybe if you're banded, you might probably kill Latios, but
yeah. If you want to run rocks, like some weeks, it's actually really nice to run rocks. If you want to run rocks, you can run rocks on this thing. It has Sunny Day if you wanted to kill weather for some reason.
Why the fuck does it get Sunny Day?
The thing has such a good move pool. It has Trick too. If you want to Trick Scarf, Trick Scarf is probably really good.
Or Trick your Choice Band and ruin someone's life.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to fighting Tablet on like week 7 or whatever.
Yeah, no, Metagross is really, and it's because of the Intimidate immunity, there's not really, like, not every team has Intimidate, but a lot of teams would just rely on Intimidate to check it, and it's so hard to, damn.
Yeah, Metagross is actually very solid. I'm really glad I watched the Excursus video again for my Wobbuffet, and then watched the Metagross segment and found out, like, wait, this man isn't a fraud at all. He's been slandered for 5
really
years. Yeah. But also, Jellicent's also very good. He's the ultimate anti-rain guy of all time. From his original pick. With Water Absorb, also...
Jellicent's probably one of the best... Like, obviously you can Choice Band Zen Headbutt it, but other than that, Physical Jellicent is probably one of the best Metagross counters in this entire game, so...
Yeah.
Funny.
And it also is probably the best Trick Room center in the game because it's the one actually good ghost type with it, with Trick Room, so you can't pick it out, and it gets recovery, so you can keep it around.
Dusknoir is a great mon. I wouldn't be slandering it if I were you.
Who?
Dusknoir.
Okay, anyways. But yeah, no, Jelly is, yeah. Honestly, not a bad pick on his team either, but, yeah, he ended up wanting to go in the Metagross direction. I don't know why, but he knew immediately after I grabbed it, he's like, no, I should have grabbed the Metagross. I'm a fool. I need to change this the second that transaction's open. I mean, literally on minute 1, he instantly swapped it out.
Yeah.
Which
it
is
makes
hilarious.
sense. Not like anything else in this team is going to appreciate Trick Room, and if you really want it bad, you can just do the unexpected Victini Trick Room.
Or you could draft Frillish.
No. It's already drafted anyways. Bloomer took it for some reason in our conference.
Spoilers. Wait, is it his next pick? No, it wasn't his next pick. Anyways, oops. Kieran up next for you.
One of the trash heaps. Hell yeah.
Hell, your boy is back in town. Just a bit.
This thing is stupid how many stats it has, because it's not like it's like Necrozma where it has like no attacking moves. Like it has all the
complete
moves.
Trash.
It's literally just...
Yeah, yo, this guy, I didn't realize it, but Kyurem still has base 130 in both attacking stats for no reason, and like basically the same
I thought it went down. I guess it was because I was thinking of Megas, but until I just looked at it like an hour ago, I thought it went down to 600 instead of... But it's literally 660 base stat total. It's literally stupid. And
it's still based on any fight
stronger in special attack because it's 130 instead of 120 than Kyurem Black.
It doesn't get its setup moves yet in this gen, like Dragon Dance, but it doesn't really need it. I mean, like, it's... You can Draco Meteor your stuff, you get Earth Power stuff, you can Blizzard, Ice Beam, you know, you can run Hidden Power.
Power, Draco. Those are literally the only 3 moves you need. And you can run Physic... I don't know if it has any physical... Like, I don't think it has any physical moves, but...
You can run... I mean, you could also run fucking... Roost on it, too. That just gets for no reason.
Yeah, Sub Roost is really good.
Yeah, I'm not looking for the fight.
If I fuck around with it in the right week, Sub Roost will literally get a win on its own.
Oh yeah, I mean this thing is super dangerous. I'm not gonna lie, this guy was on my radar.
That's why I ended up being actually really happy that I got Mew, because I couldn't. You can't draft obviously Latias and Kyurem on the same team, but by having Mew, I was able to get, because I was looking at a bunch of different stuff in Tier 2 for my last attacker, because I knew I needed some more offensive presence, and Kyurem, I just love it, and so it was perfect fit. And the only other like dragon type in Tier 2 is Dragonite, so it's like Kyurem is way better than Dragonite, so it's nice. And there's so many different ways you can tack around it too. Like we're gonna look at. Actually, I'll wait for that round. But
yeah, I was about to say, yeah. But that's the thing, is that just like this is my backup for Latias. It got sniped for me, and then my second backup was Dragonite, which Dragonite also still very much works. It's very solid, and multi-scale exists now. I honestly I think you could definitely draft Latias and Kyurem on the same team. Imagine them both just Draco spamming everything to death. Like, come on.
Yeah, no, you could, but that wasn't like the. I just more meant the role I wanted to draft Latias.
Yeah, exactly.
It was like more support heavy, but yeah.
Yeah, Kyurem is very interesting. Honestly, it'd be very cool to see you use regular ass Kyurem. It was so funny because there's like
I didn't realize how many stupid stats, like 660 base stat. That was ridiculous.
Yeah, it's actually I'm a big Kyurem fan in general, so this is gonna be cool. This is gonna be really cool to see what you do with it. No pun intended. I promise. Anyway. Yeah, and with that, next Bloomer grabs the original supervillain of Draft League, motherfucking Big Daddy Dr. Crow. Actually, probably the support MVP of Season 2. I'm not gonna lie. This thing is such a stupid fucking Pokemon that looks so like unassumingly whatever, and then it just wins an entire game from you, and you never forget the problem it caused.
I remember I had that stupid thing in the first draft league, and we just used because it was Gen 7, so you could use Supersonic Sky Strike on it. Literally the biggest nuke from the baby.
It actually gets like real, like it has an actually usable attack stat for no reason.
Yeah, it's so weird.
So it can actually do damage, and more importantly, like again, it gets the craziest fucking random bullshit moves. The only
Quash is really cool, right?
Yeah, Prankster Quash. It's one of the only Quash users in the entire game. The only guys who get Quash is like Pokemon that has something to do with like leadership or royalty, and so Crow gets it because it's like controversial as a mob boss. Like the Nidoking, Nidoqueen line get it. Like Slowking gets it. So like only Pokemon that are like King, Queen, like bosses or leaders, like they're the only ones who get it this gen. Like because before you realize that, the random assortment of Mons looks like it makes no sense until you realize that, because it's like, oh, it's a ruler quashing a rebellion. Like that's the joke.
LOL. It's Kingdra and Kingler both get it.
Yeah, Kingdra and Kingler get it. Yeah, no one knows.
So goofy.
This is one of the like.
Krabby doesn't get it. It's literally only Kingler.
Yeah, it's so funny. It's like no one mentions it. Like no one. I only noticed this looking at what Quash's distribution was back in season 2. I was like, holy shit, that's the joke. It's literally only rulers get this move. It's so funny. Like it's just like
Slacking.
Slacking gets it. Yeah, no one. I've never heard anyone else talk about this in the history of Mons.
Slowbro doesn't get it. But
yeah, Slowbro doesn't get it, but Slowking does. Yeah, it's so cute. It's such a cute theme. No one knows this shit ever. I've never heard another person on the earth talking about it. It's such a cool
only
theme.
Two I can't figure out is I guess no, never mind. Spiritomb is pretty obvious. Like Raikou and Suicune. I don't know why Raikou and Suicune.
I think it's because they both have crowns on their heads. But that's it. That's the only thing I can guess, honestly.
Yeah.
But yeah, besides, I guess Suicune gets Quash, but it doesn't have Prankster, so you can't priority run it, so oof.
Mew gets Quash too, which is nice.
But also doesn't get priority, so...
Yeah, it's not priority,
it could run it.
You could actually mess around with it.
Imagine Suicune running Tailwind Quash. Oh god, don't even... No, I'm gonna throw up. I can't even think of this. But yeah, Crow gets everything. The only Prankster move it doesn't get that's relevant is like Trick, but besides that, it's like literally everything else, and it has a bunch of really stupid tech you can run. I've also drafted on my side as my Prankster user, and I've been asking Bloomer for the Forbidden Crow tech as well, and so I'm excited to get to try out this horrific bird. But yeah, Prankster Quash is hilarious. It's basically like, it's kind of like Fake Out. If you can kill the Mun before it actually does anything.
Yeah, it's so frill. I don't think it's like unreasonable to have it in Tier 5, but it is like definitely like, I don't know if it's just more people who love using it or if it's good enough to be like a Tier 4 or something like
with
that.
With Eviolite, it's not that frail. It's not nearly as frail as you think with Eviolite. You can actually
like ironically, it probably should have been in Tier 4, but
whatever. It probably should have been, but honestly, Bloomer did such a fantastic job with lobbying for Crow. Not to get moved up, that I was like, I can't break his heart. I can't do it. I would feel so bad. I can't do it. And so we kept him in T5. We'll see how bad of a mistake that is by the end of this draft league with both me and him running it again. As significantly better players than we were last time. But next we have Rex. I was like, please Rex, we need to get back on track. If you're gonna, you need to get something for a trick remote. So Chris actually has some value. You grab a Scavalier, who does crazy damage. Also won the world championships back in Gen 5 for doubles. His
coverage, a lot of support moves too. It's weird.
He gets a lot of support moves. His coverage is kind of very limited this gen. He does not get drill run yet. He doesn't have close combat yet. But he hits like a free train with Mega Horn, and he has really good support moves on the side for no reason. It's very bizarre.
Yeah, it's like the OG. What's that? Low kicks.
It's literally
low kicks at home, basically.
Low kicks at home. High stabs. Oh man. Also, yeah, base 30 or 20.
It gets wide guard too. It's like one of the only non-fighting types that gets wide guard.
It's really bizarre, but yeah, he does get wide guard. Yeah, he's a solid guy though. He honestly, Scavalier also one of my personal favorite mons. Low key personal, one of my all-time favorite mons. One of my my ace member of my Black 2 team back in the day. actually went crazy on people. But yeah. And then we have Reggie grabbing a very underrated pick, in my opinion, Speed Boost Blaziken Tier 2. This man can just show up at the end of a battle and just clean up everything. Like, he's protecting one. I know, he swapped it out. I'm very sad. I'm so sad he swapped it out. I love Blaziken so much, but it made more sense. What did he swap it out for?
Keldeo.
It was for Keldeo. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. That's a worthy swap. But yeah, I'm shocked that besides Reggie's Keldeo, I don't think it went drafted on our side.
Yeah, like I thought about drafting it too, but my team needed an actual bulky water. But since he's going HO anyways, Keldeo has like it's like Darkrai. It has like just enough bulk that you can get away with using it. Yeah, and that's one of the most important things in this format is you just want to have just barely enough bulk so you don't die to shit.
Exactly.
And I think it definitely does. It hits that mark perfectly.
And I think Blaziken does the same thing.
Is it 72, 72, 72? Is that it, or is it something different?
For Keldeo?
Yeah.
I think it's higher than that.
72 somewhere.
I think it's higher than that. I looked at it recently and I was like, damn, this thing actually could live his. I might be wrong though. But I'm pretty sure it was higher. 72 is the attack, that's what I was thinking of. It's 91, 90, 90. Yeah. Okay, yeah, it's actually insane. It's super bulky.
Yeah. No, it's really good.
Whereas, like, yeah, Blaziken, unfortunately undrafted, I will say, all can live a hit. It is not super frail that it gets killed in one hit. 2 hits, yeah. But does 1 billion damage to everything, has really decent coverage you can run it. Is honestly super solid with speed boost, even in doubles. Like,
does it get close combat, or is it limited to superpower in this gen?
Yeah, superpower and low kick.
Oof.
And I think it might get high jump kick, but I don't think it was ever. Oh, well, I actually don't know.
It does get high jump kick. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, it does? Okay, yeah. I never ran. I was too scared.
I'm pretty sure it was like that was like it's like other than Metacham, because it was Metacham's like signature move, but I'm pretty sure that was like one of the only things that had it for a while.
Yeah, this man went. Yeah, he's super strong. You can just come. He also gets rock slide conveniently. With sword stand, you get a sword stand on this man. Yeah. He's really good. Like, he's honestly, like, I loved using him last time, and he was a really solid pick to save my ass when I restructured my team significantly in Season 2. He would just show up at the end and be like, hey guys, it's like kill like 1 or 2 guys and be like, ah yes, my work here is done. Great job, team. He showed up for like 3 turns of the battle. It's so stupid.
Yeah, I'm on.
And then we get Purple grabbing Ludicolo for the Rain team, which honestly... Yeah, makes sense, honestly. And then grabbing Electabuzz as the redirector. Man. The Electabuzz apparently was T5 last time, while Magmar was T3.
Huh.
Even though they're like the same guy, like literally.
Yeah, that is weird.
Does follow me Eevee guys who never die, and that both have a contact based ability that statuses the opponent. I was trying to find some way that it made sense why Electabuzz is T5 and Magmar is T3, and I got hit with the most realist thing in my entire life, which was Vegas saying to me, it's like when I'm in a grasping at straws contest and my opponent is Venty trying to justify T3 Magmar and T5 Electabuzz, and it like literally...
Honestly, no, I know why it is. I know why. It's because no one ever used Electabuzz as follow me bot until like literally Gen 9 VGC, whatever that comp was where they used it. That Sejun used follow me Magmar back from the Gale's version. That's why. Yeah, I mean that's actually the real reason, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. It's so funny though. Like that one line from Vegas literally destroyed me. I was literally like scream laughing. I could not stop laughing at it. Like because it literally recontextualized my entire life. I was just like, oh my god, that's literally been me forever. I am like the regional grasping at straws champion right now. What the fuck is happening? Like literally, like what the fuck am I doing with my life? What the hell? It's like, no, just put them both in T4 for lone god, please. I instantly gave up. It was over. He one-shot me. Oh, actually, OK'd me with that attack. But yeah, obviously Ludicolo, Grand Rain team, also great anti-rain mon to kill water types with and water grounds with, especially water. Yeah, Ludicolo is definitely like the best, one of the best things, because the grass kills basically every water immune mon. I don't think there's any that it doesn't, like, I guess Toxicroak, but the Toxicroaks are on the rain teams, so it doesn't matter, but it also gets fake out. Every other water immune it kills pretty well, so that's a really good anti-rain mon to have. Yeah.
Yeah, so super solid pick. And then we get Reggie, Clefable, Big Clef Zodia on deck. Did they still have it?
What's up? Yeah.
Oh, thank God. I can't wait to... Oh, I can't wait.
Which credit he didn't.
I really hope he can pull off Clef Zodia, the forbidden one, at some point, and Clef obliterate someone. I need to see it. I need to see it realized again. This is the best set I've ever seen in my life. But yeah. Next we have Rex grabbing Pachirisu. Interesting redirector choice considering Magmar is also just right there, but you know. Also, Pachirisu isn't nearly as good as in Gen 6 because it doesn't have Nuzzle yet, but okay, whatever. But, you know, world change difference.
Pipe down.
It is really cute, which is a huge bonus, honestly. But anyways, next, besides that, we have Bloomer grabbing Machamp. Honestly, pretty good budget fighting type of T3. Doesn't get Fake Out, but no guard, Rock Slide, no guard, Dynamic Punch, no guard, Stone Edge, whatever you need is super good. It hits like a freight train with Dynamic Punch. The Confusion Hacks is so fucking annoying. It's so annoying.
Did you see it got banned from Gen 4 EU?
It did?
Yes, like a month ago.
That is so funny.
Straight up.
I didn't see the final result of that. That is hilarious. This man...
It was like 70% too, I'm pretty sure. It wasn't even
He got 70, dude!
Yeah, it's actually... It literally just got voted to be Uber.
He deserved it.
Technicalities, I think.
He deserved it, not even for the war crimes he committed in Gen 4 OU, but for the war crimes he committed in the Gen 4 Wi-Fi tower. Honestly,
True.
He's had it too good for too long. Someone needed to put him in his place and expose him for his horrible crimes. So I am okay with this.
No, he deserved it for. Did you wait? And we were just talking about Machamp so much, I realized. Did you say that he swapped it?
Wait, did he swap it?
Yeah, he swapped it for Lucario.
Why? Why did he do that? Lucario was.
Did you know that Lucario gets Follow Me?
What?
Yes, I don't know why.
Why does it get that?
And it has no bulk to use it either, but it has it.
What the fuck? What he is no Ogerpon. He cannot live shit. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Maybe he just wants to use like Bandit isn't bad because Bandit you could use like Meteor Mash. Oh shit, doesn't even get close combat. Like nothing gets close combat. I hate it.
I mean, Tailwind Lucario goes crazy, but it's just so slow.
Oh, Lucario does get close combat. Sick.
It does. It also gets Aura Sphere, so you can run it special.
Yeah.
And Flash Cannon, or you can run it with Bullet Punch, which is sick. I think it's Meteor Mash, no?
Yeah, it definitely does.
Yeah. You know, it has a really good move. It gets Bone Rush for literally no reason. It gets a bunch of really good good coverage, like everywhere that you would ever want.
Yeah.
But it's possibly too slow. I don't know. Maybe in this gen it's okay. With Tailwind it would definitely be fine. But that was...
Yeah, it would be good under Tailwind.
Well, it does do a shit ton of damage, I'm not gonna lie. We saw the power of Lucario last draft in Gen 9 somehow. Lucario actually went crazy. If on the right second, if you got like webs or Tailwind up, that guy went crazy on people.
Oh shit! Lucario gets Heal Pulse too.
Why?
I have no idea.
How? What? This move isn't on most Psychic types. Why is this man getting it when he's a skill fighting guy?
They just glazed Lucario when it came out because they had like the...
It's just
Dragon Pulse too? What the fuck?
Why is... yeah, it does get Dragon Pulse. I don't fucking know why, dude. It makes no sense. It makes literally no sense, guy. I don't understand this man.
Oh, it gets Feint too. Feint is actually really nice.
It's a very rare move. Him on top also gets it.
Yeah.
Being able to just break protects is actually insane. Also having a stupid priority chip move to hit people with is also very nice.
Wow, my favorite line, the Electivire line, gets Feint too.
Wait, that's your favorite line?
No.
Oh,
Drifloon is my favorite. Drifloon's my fave boy.
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
I love Jumpluff too. Jumpluff and Drifloon are like my two favorite Pokemon.
You should have drafted it and then not let Bloom move them up in the tier list. Oops. I can't believe he literally like Jumpluff pilled himself that hard.
Yeah.
And caused Swiggus to move him up for no reason. Poor. I might say Bloom. I meant to say Swiggus. No, I'm like, God.
Sun, I could see it being annoying, but yeah.
I mean, I guess, but it's Jumpluff.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, Mance's jump glove. But besides
I
that,
think VGC 2010, it actually got like, I think it won with Dragon. That's like the only time jump glove was actually used.
Yes, no, yeah, he did win, which was hilarious. Rex then fucking flexing his picture with Sajin Park right here. Pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. He's also best friends with him in Pokemon Go, which is honestly a crazy flex. And he's like lucky trade a bunch of times.
That is pretty sick.
That is really sick. I wish I had it, but my fucking friends list. That's awesome. And then yeah, Casey drafting Fluttermane. NT -7. It's the only mon in their entire team. No, drafting Misdreavus. Did you keep it?
Yeah, I kept it. Like, it is pretty much the only two things. Like, I really like my 6. So the only two things that I really wanted out of my budget picks were Dragon Resist and a ground immunity, because I had no ground immunities, which is really annoying, especially when he turns on my team. So there are no good Dragon Resists below like tier 2. So I just went with Misdreavus because it's actually like a legit bulky solid mon. It gets Wisp, it gets, you know, a decent amount of support moves and shit like that. Parasong is kind of cool if you fuck around with stuff. So it's a workable mon and it has very good bulk. So that's why I went with it. Nothing too deep.
Well, that makes sense. Yeah, Misdreavus.
At this point, you're just plugging the little holes, you know.
Exactly. Yeah, Misdreavus has been an actual doubles mon forever, basically, ever since EVO8. So, yeah. And then we have Shiny Edo grabbing Lipard. I am so scared to see what they're going to do with this, because this thing, some of the tech it has is disgusting, especially with stuff like Assist.
It's a weird mon, but it is definitely very good.
So I will say one thing. No, I won't do it. In case they're planning on running this, I can't reveal this tech. This is ancient tech. This is ancient tech from Gen 6. I can't possibly reveal it in case this is what he was thinking. What, for Lipard? Yeah, it is no bulk, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't need it.
I know it doesn't matter, but it's still. Are you? Actually, I won't say it. Is it a? No, I won't say it.
What, the tech I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Wait. I will. Well, I will. Let me DM it to you.
I was thinking of. That's what I thought you were talking about.
Yeah. Look, if any of y'all in the audience have ever watched a lad by the name of Duncan Knee Deep and watched free for alls that he used to do back in Gen 6 7, and you ever saw him run assists, you'll know what I'm talking about. But otherwise, yeah. Anyways, yeah.
Damn, I didn't. I was looking at the list of stuff that gets assist, and Weavile and Infernape both get it for some reason.
Infernape gets assist?
Yes.
Why? He's not even a cat!
He's a helpful guy.
He's literally not a fucking cat! It's literally the meow meow skitty move, what the fuck?
Yeah, at least Weavile is like the weasel cat thing.
Look, there was an anime episode recently in the Gen 9 anime where they went to a fucking Pokemon sanctuary for like cat Pokemon, and Weavile and Sneasel were both there.
I know, there was like a merch thing too for one of the Pokemon Center promotions, and they put them with the cats too.
Yeah, so I guess they're weird,
been, like pushing that lately.
I guess they're just weird like ferret badger cats, I guess. I suppose.
Yeah, I don't see how they're not just weasels, but not like I'm gonna complain.
Right, yeah. But yeah, Lipard prankster stuff, it gets... wait, is it the fastest prankster guy? Is it actually faster than Whimsicott?
It's 106.
It's only 106? Oh, no. Oh, he gets outrun by the genies. That's crazy. But still, it has some actually disgusting stuff that only Lipard can do with prankster, I will say. So
definitely, like, you can tell it's a dark type, because it gets a lot of, like, really, like, trolly moves.
Yeah, it's still very solid prankster guy for sure. Also,
oh, that's cool. It gets weather. It gets both weather moves, so you can prankster weather if you're in a pinch against weather teams.
Yeah, which is always super useful having a weather guy. Crow also gets it. The immaculate Hoenn bugs, the two fireflies, will be also get it. It's incredibly nice tech in this fucking this format. And next far goes also similar pick to Kiki on the other side, grabbing Typhlosion for their Eruption user.
Yeah.
And honestly, really solid T4. I mean, for a T4 pick, the fact this man gets Eruption, he doesn't have Flash Fire yet, but Eruption is crazy. Fastest Eruption user, still super strong. And in the sun, oh my god. Like,
yeah, I think it's way better than Zard.
It might be. I mean, they have the exact same base stats because they literally copy pasted it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They have the same base stats, right? You're not using your flying stab anyways. Charizard, I'm pretty sure, is tier 3, isn't it?
Yeah, but it does get solar power.
Yeah, so you hit a little bit harder, but it's not like it's that much of a difference. And if you're using... But no, you have to use Heat Wave. You have to use Heat Wave with Zard. You can't
with Life Orb.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah. Oh, I guess, yeah, I'm thinking about, yeah, Eruption is different than, yeah. So if you don't have a priority move to stop this thing from being at full health,
yeah. And it's not like it's that slow either, because isn't it like
no, it's based on
91 or something like that?
No, it's based on 100.
Oh, it's based on 100? Oh.
Both are based on 100.
Yeah, I always forget that. I always feel like Zard's slow.
Slap a Choice Scarf for run Tailwind on this man and laugh at everybody.
Yeah, it's not,
It's
100 is perfectly respectable. If you run Specs Direction, then you're not, other than immunities.
Yeah, you're just gonna obliterate everything. Yeah, Typhlosion is super dangerous on the Sun team. Speaking of super dangerous on the Sun team, it's thankfully not on the Sun team. Woo! William grabs Jump Love.
Yeah, this is in with the slow bro pick for me. Like, it's not a bad mom, but I don't see what you do with it with the rest of this team. But it'll be interesting.
You can work on non-Sun, but honestly, I mean, you might just want an anti-Sun mon, which I can see.
You can also be a redirector too, which is kind of nice. Like, it's one of the only other like usable mons that gets Rage Powder. Yeah. No, its typing is weird, but it honestly isn't the worst thing ever. You resist a decent bit of stuff, even though you're quite weak to ice and weak to a bunch of other shit. But like still, it's like a shitty version of DOS where if you just pump into HP,
I think that's way too kind to Jump Love, calling it a shitty version of GOS.
It's my boy. I cannot love on Jump Love.
Oh man, okay, fine. But yeah, no, he's no, he actually has some spice to. Look, Bloomer convinced me, or not Bloomer. Swiggus convinced me. I don't know how he convinced me, but somehow he did. He made the greatest. I don't know why he convinced me to move this man up to Team 4. But it's okay.
Jump Love Goat.
Jump Love Goat. He's also an adorable gift for this man.
Yeah.
And then we have Houndoom. Very honestly, I'm not gonna lie, Houndoom is actually very shiced in most draft formats because it had Fire Dart coverage is very nice and it gets a lot of really stupid extra draft moves for no reason, like Super Fang.
How big is its, like, how much special physical attack does it have?
Physical attack? I have no idea.
I'm looking at it.
I think it's
it's 90. Yeah.
Oh wait, it has 90.
Yeah, like you can run a good Sucker Punch on it because I remember some of the Ranbats formats. This thing used to always get Sucker Punch. That's actually very nice.
Anti-Latios tech question? Wait, can you kill Latios with it?
Probably. It's stab. I'll cock it, but I'm not. I don't see what. There's no way it doesn't kill. Yeah, it does 106 minimum.
What the hell? With like full investment or no investment?
That's Life Orb. What's up?
With no investment, Life Orb?
252.
Okay. But still, that's still
so it's like hasty, but yeah.
That's still
There's
crazy.
no reason you can't. Yeah.
So Sucker Punch is good.
I'm pretty sure this is. Yeah, they nerfed Sucker Punch in Gen 7.
Yeah,
or Gen 6.
It's still base 8.
So you still have 80 base. Yeah.
Yeah, that's insane, dude. Yeah, Houndoom's shiced. You get like Super Fang, so you can just do like 50% to a T-Tar and laugh at it. I mean, like
it definitely gets Snarl too.
Yeah, it gets Snarl.
And it has. I don't know if William has anything with I don't think he does, but if he had Justified stuff, it has beat up too. Yeah.
I didn't know this man got beat up. That's actually a great user. Isn't super fast? It's like one of what is it?
Let me scroll. 95.
Oh, it's 95. Oh, I thought it was faster than that. Isn't Houndour a 17?
It's Mega Houndoom is like stupid, and yeah, Houndour is like base 19, base 17, I think, in Little Cup.
That it's fucking stupid Houndour was a complete menace on your team in Little Cup. Jesus Christ, it was so fucking annoying, dude.
It's so cute too.
It's so adorable. I think it's Flash Fire.
I love Little Pokemon are my favorite because they make them like look like they're like grown-up Pokemon, but they're still like adorable.
Honestly, I totally agree with that. Also,
I almost guessed when we were talking about jump off, but I refrained.
Next, we have far grabbing. What I'm not gonna lie, after using it in some draft matches, in some Spartan matches, I think Excelgor might unironically be one of the best T4s by far. I don't know how they slipped by.
It has Mesprit on the sheet, but Excelgor I think someone else picked it up.
Oh, the Excelgor swap. They swapped Excelgor. That's crazy. Well, Excelgor is actually a wild Pokemon. It gets like.
Does it do anything besides Gambit?
Yes. I don't think you understand. Look, it has basically like 145 speed and 100 special attack, and it actually hits really hard, like really fucking hard. While being
with specs, or were you just using it raw?
No, we're using it with Sash. Like, Sash hits really, really hard, even with weak non-stab moves. Like, really, really, really hard. I'm talking like, yeah, it's disgusting.
Interesting.
It is way harder than you'd think. It's, again, like, Gambit is always super dangerous on it. It gets a lot of really good support moves. You can run with Acid Spray to set up for a crazy combo.
Gambit is really fucking annoying. I hate Gambit. It's such a cheap move.
Victini gets it too. It's the best final Gambit user because it's the highest
I know
HP.
it does.
Just casually deals 404 HP to anything in the entire game.
Yeah, there's so many friggin' Gen 7 OU teams that use Final Gambit Victini, and then you have to try them because there's like nothing in that tier that has more than 100, and you have to worry about V-Crade, so it's literally just a trade machine, so you can play 5-on-5.
Yeah, it is a menace. Yeah, Final Game is super dangerous, and fucking Swigus drafted both Excelgor and Victini on his team for double Final Gambit, and it is disgusting.
Okay, buddy. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, it's terrifying. And then we have the next pick, which is.
Wait. You got to talk about Mesprit.
Oh yeah, I forgot. He actually grabbed Mesprit. Or he. Yeah. Not he. They. I was thinking of fucking Swigus in my head.
Yeah,
I was like,
confusing you.
I literally, my brain exploded. I was like, oh yeah, we're talking about Swigus's pick. At least not even in this fucking division. Yeah, no. Fire grabbing, actually Mesprit. So I was really close to having Yuxi as a backup pick for Deoxys defense because I was like, oh, fucking, it's basically the exact same guy, like, right? It's like, and honestly, it has very similar bulk to Deoxys defense. I'm not gonna lie, but with a way better HP stat. And I was like, wow, this is gonna be my backup bulky psychic, guys. This is great. And then I realized there's one move it was missing. Do you know what that move is?
Trick Room?
No, it gets Trick Room. The most important move for bulky psychic type.
I don't know.
It's Recover.
Oh.
None of them get Recover. None of them get Recovery. Yuxi gets Rest.
Well, yeah, this thing's in tier 4 though, so it's like you're not getting anything. Recovery,
and it's just like, I was like, there's no way. How do they not get recovery moves? This is horrific. And then I was like,
Mesprit's like always gonna be one of my favorite Pokemon because of that Battle Tree team or Battle Tower team.
The stupid fucking trick Mesprit fucking tree. Yeah, that's God.
I got lazy and I haven't ribboned anything in forever. But if I do go back, that's like I have to RNG like a perfect Mesprit because I already did Drapion, but I love Mesprit. It's one of my favorites. Like it might be in like my top 10 favorite Pokemon. It's so cute. Wild.
It is really cute. I will say. I also love its cry as well.
Yeah.
One of my favorite jump form cries. But yeah.
Classic Diamond Pearl nostalgia too.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, so, yeah, Mesprit, I mean, it's the middle-of-the-road pick between Yuxi and Azelf. I think Azelf is still a very winnable Pokemon, in general. I mean, granted, the Deoxys are also right there, so it's like, which one would you... Maybe we could have moved Azelf to T3. Would that have been too spicy?
I don't know. It's really good as a... Like, it's like we were talking about, what was that one Mon that I was saying that was, like, it was way too good for Tier 3, but in Tier 2 it feels like...
Sharpedo.
No, that was not it, but...
Oh, was it not it?
I forget. I'll say if I remember it. But there was another Mon where it's like it felt like way too good for Tier 3, but it's like in Tier 2, it just feels a little like,
Oh yeah, no, I think I was sorry. We said that about Sharpedo being in T4 was way too good, but it's like, is it necessarily
definitely
good enough for T3? Debatable. But T4 would have been like actually giga stupid. T4 way too good in there. But Yeah, I mean, Mesprit still, I mean, just pretty bulky. It has a lot of really good support. It gets every other move it's not recover, so it gets still a
Mesprit's like jump up. It's just like I love it so much. It's like hard for me to have an objective opinion on it.
Oh, that's fair. Well, how fast is it?
It's 80.
Oh no.
It's 80 HP, 80 speed, and 105 for the rest.
Man, I'm so sorry, Mesprit. Why did they do this to you? Oh god. Anyways, I don't know. Maybe Far isn't absolutely obliterate people with some crazy Mesprit strat they figured out, but
go hard.
Please do. Please show us your incredible power and Mesprit's incredible power. Next, I channel my inner pirate again and grab Float Soul for Shiny Addo's team while they were away, because they were in Thailand at the time, so they were literally like 12 hours ahead of us.
Oh, that's brutal.
Yeah, it is very brutal. It was very awkward them being able to make picks, so they had to leave so many picks with me in advance.
Was that Anna who was in Asia time zone?
Yeah. Anna last time was in Singapore.
She was like the only one who I remembered actually being in Asian time. That was just brutal.
Yeah, they were in Singapore. Oh my, I can't imagine scheduling with that. That must have been so tough.
Yeah.
But yeah. So they grabbed Float Soul. I don't know why they grabbed Float Soul. I'm not gonna lie, maybe it's an anti-Raymon.
I don't understand it.
It doesn't get Wave Crash yet. I don't get it, but you know, Addo's made crazier shit work with way worse mods. I'm not gonna lie.
Float Soul at least has usable, like it doesn't get any good moves to hit it. Like it's, I mean, I'm overstating it, but it doesn't get any like nukes like it does once it gets buffed with Wave Crash. But it's still like, it has decent attack. Like I think it has like 130 attack or something like that.
No, yeah, it's a really good Swiss swinger still. I mean, because it's special. You can run with special sets. Hard had really good success with it in a few draft leagues with running it special. But
holy shit, it's only 105 attack. It's so sad. What the fuck?
This poor man. I know.
It's 85 special.
It's 85.
Oh my god. This makes Mesprit look like amazing.
Dude,
it has to run return for
No, we can't.
It literally only has Waterfall and Ice Punch for physical coverage. It literally has nothing else.
And Aqua Tail, don't forget Aqua Tail.
Yeah, maybe this is why it has Baton Pass. Maybe that's why fast Baton Pass shit.
I don't know, dude. This is the reason I dropped it last season. It's just Mans is just so frail. It does everything.
No, if you Baton Pass like a bulk up into Metagross, that's kind of fucking nice.
You Baton Pass
into branded Metagross or Scarf Metagross. That's crazy.
If you're in Disneyland, you managed to get a bulk up.
Trust
the process.
With that beautiful, what is it? 85, 55, 50 bulk. It's so bulky. If
this is fucking Addo's tech and you just ruined him, you just added him in front of everyone, this fucking bulk up Baton Pass bullshit.
Okay. If you see Baton Pass on a mon and you don't prep for it, that's on you.
I agree.
You should always prep for Baton Pass.
I agree. You should be ready for Baton Pass bulk up Float Soul.
Everyone's definitely going to try and run at least one dumbass Baton Pass mon who has it at least once during, like, including myself.
I did it last time.
I'm not running some dumbass Vaporeon Baton Pass at least 1 week.
Oh yeah, I did it last time, remember? I ran Tail Glow Baton Pass Volby. I tried to pass to my Genesect, my Genesect was instantly one-shot by a fire move. I was just like, yep, this is why I never ran this until now, because it's fucking stupid. It'll never actually work. It's so obvious, it's just ridiculous. And the next was up, besides Float Soul, was you ruining Reggie's life. Like, I don't know if you noticed, but almost all of his first guys in his team had got Blizzard, and he was going to run Blizzard spam, and you literally sniped him one pick before he was about to pick Snover.
Damn, I didn't know that. He asked me for it after, but I was like, nah, I wanted to run, because that's what I was saying before when we were on Kyurem. Like, Mew, Vaporeon, and Kyurem all get Blizzard, and they all, like, run it really well.
It was so sad.
Different typing and shit.
It was so sad. I was like... oh, maybe you'll grab like Vulpix instead and you'll be fine. Because by that point it was already out of your hands, and it was out of his hands. Of like I was like, he's probably in screw. I'm so sorry.
Well, it also because Snover was my GOAT last year. Like I literally would have lost in the first round of the playoffs to Shroomer if I had not had Snover freeze like 2 mods on his team, and it was like spamming grass whistle and getting freezes. And I lived at like, for some reason I remember living like stupid hits at 14% with this stupid Annihilate. It's literally such a dumb mod, but it literally saved me last year. Like I would not have won without it, and it works so well as a Blizzard spam bot with Kyurem and Mew and Vaporeon. So
yeah,
I'll definitely use it at least a couple weeks.
Yeah, no, this guy is. The thing is, you can't just leave it on the field because it will just put all your guys to sleep or freeze you to death. And
yeah,
it's barely
it's
bulky
actually
enough.
not passive, which is crazy.
It's barely it's barely bulky enough to actually live hits. Like it actually has the most respectable bulk out of all of the baby weather setters somehow.
Yeah,
I think it has like It's like 40, 60, 60 or something.
I'll check.
Yeah, I know it has 60, 60 for its defenses, which I was like, what the fuck? Why is it so high for a baby mod? What the fuck?
Yeah, it's 60, 50, 60. It's actually not bad looking Violet.
No, it's actually totally usable. Like, completely fucking usable. And it's just like... Yeah, it's just really dangerous. Like, you can't leave on the field, but usually what happens is if you have to take a turn to kill it, or, God forbid,
against
2 attacks to kill it...
so nice.
Yeah, you just lose. Yeah, if you have to, like, attack it twice to kill it, you've already probably lost, because then its partners have eaten you alive.
Yeah.
It's super dangerous. And yeah, it's a really good anti-ray mod too. It was key for a lot of your strats to actually beating Weather last time. This stupid snowman.
Shroomer still has nightmares about it.
He should. That was the most bullshit thing.
That was heinous.
That was very heinous. Dude, do you know what the craziest... Dude, Snover might have had the most far-reaching effects on all of our entire draft league. Because it's this guy's fault that now we run best of 3s in playoffs. It was this and the most tragic Slow King ever recorded in the history with Swiggus, where literally he was robbed because his Slow King got paralyzed like literally like 10 turns in a row or something.
Damn,
like literally never did he attacked once the whole battle. It was like, and we were like, wow, this is fucking stupid. We should be best 2 out of 3 so that people don't just, it's not nearly as much up to bad RNG being able to decide everything after a whole season. Because what the fuck? After Casey froze everyone with this stupid pine tree over and over and over again.
We love Snover.
This man, this is also the cutest picture. The soundproof Snover, dude. This is also the cutest picture of Snover ever.
Yeah, I love Snover.
Oh man. Yeah, and then Bloomer picks up one of the other best T4 picks, unironically. I
can run to the bathroom real quick. You can wax about Rotom for a bit.
You wax about Rotom? Yeah, you're good. I don't know why this thing is in T4, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how it got there, but I don't have to hold back anymore because it's drafted on both sides, so who cares? Yeah. It somehow fell from T3 along with, I think, Rotom and Fridge. But holy crap, this guy is pretty sick in draft sparring matches I've done so far. Very, very solid. Great anti-rain mons. He just, you know, completely blanks electric attacks, is completely fine against water attacks, and can just hit back with strong leaf storms. Obviously very strong. Can pivot with Volt Switch, has Trick like all the other Rotoms do. Very solid guy. I don't know how he's in T4. I said nothing when it was moved to T4. I was just like, yep, nope, this seems fine. And I'm like, and I was definitely looking at this guy as one of my possible draft picks. I was thinking this or Veruzion, and I ended up going with him because his typing profile and levitate absolutely fit my team better. And Bloomer picking him, honestly, it fit his team very well. And
is it a decent speed tier with Scarf or not?
Oh yeah, it's like 80 something.
Oh yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah, you can absolutely run a Scarf. Specs hits like a freight train. Life Orb actually works in this man too. I'm still figuring out what I want my like set to be on this man, like what I want my like bread and butter set to be.
Does it get plot in this gen or is that later?
Does it get plot?
Like nasty plot?
I don't actually know. Wait, does it get nasty plot? There's no way. Does it make it nasty plot?
It does in later gens because that's like the standard Rotom set in Gen 7 for Wash because it gets nasty plot, Hydro, Volt. And then Pain's
okay, now I need to know. I'm actually losing my mind. I'm actually looking this up right now. Is this man a real guy? It doesn't. I'm very sad.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, I don't know if it gets it in 6 or 7. I'm curious now.
Yeah, very unfortunate. It probably gets in 7, 6? I don't know. I actually have no idea.
Yeah, it's gotta be 7.
Yeah.
I just looked at the 6th learn set.
Yeah. Man, dude, if it got down to what? Oh,
wait, it doesn't get it in Gen 7? What the fuck?
Is it 8?
Crazy?
Oh, is that when they made it a TM?
I guess, but I swore Rotom... Like, I was so convinced that Rotom Wash used it in SM. I feel crazy. I'm on the crazy pills.
Dude, it's all such a blur at this point. Oh, and Rex grabs Torterra as his next pick.
Oh, wait, did you want to, did you know another move that... Oh, wait, that might not get it in that gen.
What?
1 sec. No, I was on the Gen 7 page because I was looking for Nasty Plot, and in Gen 7, Rotom gets Ally Switch.
Wait, it gets Ally Switch? In Gen 7?
Not in Gen 5. Not in Gen 5.
But in Gen 7?
Yeah.
I need to keep this for later. I had no idea. When the fuck did he get Ally Switch, and why has no one ever mentioned this, man?
I remember people using it in a couple, like, in Gen 7, but...
He probably really good with it.
Does it get Electro Whip in Gen 5?
Oh, wow. I didn't get Full Switch, but...
Yeah, it does. That's a really good move, too.
Yeah, especially on Square for sets or on Spec sets, honestly. Yeah, you know, we're obviously really good. It's a great anti-Rain, I was saying while you were gone, like, blanking water moves and totally just not giving a shit about Electric. I don't know why it's T4. I don't know why. I have no idea why Swiggus decided to move it to T4. I said absolutely nothing. I said absolutely nothing. I was like, man, this guy would be so cool to draft. I'm just gonna let it slide, and then I did.
Well, there's some like stat mods. Like I think I mentioned to you when we were talking about it. Like I almost drafted Articuno, but I didn't want to encourage people to run rocks against me. But there's some like real stat stuff from mods. Isn't Virizion in tier 4 too?
Isn't who in tier 4 too?
Virizion.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a, like compared to those two, Rotom's like pretty. Like obviously it's better than Articuno if you could, because you can just tech for Articuno with rocks. But like if you couldn't, just rocks kill it. But you know what I mean?
Yeah, and Virizion
like,
was my.
It's definitely a top end tier 4 pick, but it's. I think it fits in tier 4.
Yeah, and Virizion was my backup for Rotom if it got drafted because I needed a good grass mon that could be good against rain. And this guy is very, very good against rain. And next, Rex grabs Torterra for some reason. I guess for I think he was saying it was for Trick Room, so, like, you know, as a Trick Room attacker, but go off, King. I got nothing. It doesn't get Shell Smash yet. This is not Gen 9.
It has a VGC 2012 right up on Smogon. That's crazy.
Are you shitting me? Who the fuck?
It gets Wood Hammer, Earthquake, Rock Slide, and Wide Guard. So it's basically just.
Oh, it's Wide Guard. Okay. All right. It's got some riz at least. All right.
Makes sense because it has he has Cresselia too. So.
Okay. Fine. I did not know it got Wide Guard. All right. It's got some support. It's got some utility. It's a legitimate utility. And then next we have Reggie grabbing the man, the myth, the legend, Volbeat. Literally, like, I don't know if you noticed this, Casey. I brought Volbeat to every single week of Season 2. Without fail.
Didn't know that. I didn't use it a lot. I didn't do that. This
guy is... Thanks to Haruhi, who told me, I was like, I have no idea pick Red T5. And he was like, bro, Volbeat and Illumise is actually broken with Prankster. And then I looked at the reviews, I'm like, why does it learn every single move that's not taunt? It does. It learns literally every support move you ever want besides taunt.
Yeah, I always mix up the bulk on these things because I always play random bats and I see them and they're like stupidly fat and random bats, but like they feel like they're still pretty fat even without the level advantages and stuff.
No, they are, and that's the thing. People think like they on paper they look like they have dog shit bulk completely, but it's. The thing about them is that they have just enough bulk so that if you like invest fully into one stat and max HP, like they can live a million hits. Also, pure bug type is actually a really solid defensive type in this tier.
No, I know that from what was it? Literally in Gen 7, like one of the best check. Like you could, it was before Cresselia really like became popularized, but before Cresselia was popularized, Shelmet is basically like the best possible check to Mega Meta Jam, which is hilarious.
Wait, how?
Because it has pure bug typing. It's if you put a Violet on it, it has like 60. Let me look at it real quick. I'll send you the video after. There's like this one of the goated replays of all time. Someone brought Shelmet in a tournament game, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, it has 50, 85, 65. So if you have a Violate on it, it's actually like really stupidly bulky. And it has Spike, and it has, because of the cell, it goes into a Selgor. So it actually has like a really good move. But in it also has Shell Armor, so it can't be crit.
Oh no. That's
I gotta find the Shelmet. I'll find the Shelmet game and send it to you. It's hilarious.
That's actually crazy. Oh my god. Yeah. But yeah, Pure Bug Titan is actually really good on these guys. They get Tailwind, they get both weather moves, they get Trick, and Prankster Trick, one of the most powerful things you can have in draft, let alone Prankster Encore, which if used correctly and you like really try hard with Encore, you will just literally win games using that alone. Like you can literally win entire games just with Encore.
Yeah.
It is not a Sing Duck. Not only does it get Roost, which doesn't even give up flying type, it's not a flying type, so it just heals itself with priority, it also gets Seismic Toss. So it can always be doing damage no matter what. It can always be doing real damage.
Oh yeah, I guess it is a Gen 3. Wait, does it get Seismic Toss and Prankster on the same set?
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
Huh.
Volbeat does.
I would have thought... Yeah, I just would have thought that it's like one of the, what do you call it? The Gen 3 move tutors, so I would have thought that I wouldn't have been able to, but I totally believe you if you said that. That's interesting.
Yeah, it's honestly pretty crazy. But the problem is, Illumise does not get Seismic Toss and Prankster on the same set. I found this out very recently, and I was like...
Yeah, so it's like what I was thinking. Yeah.
It used to be, I thought they were almost exactly the same as, like... You know, Volbeat got Trick, Illumise didn't, but it got like Aromatherapy and Wish and a few other things. But no, now knowing this because of the weird breeding mechanic stuff that Illumise can't get Seismic Toss and Prankster, I think Volbeat is just like objectively the better one now. Like it was really close, but honestly, with Trick, which is already insane, and then plus Seismic Toss, that's consistent damage you're giving up. Volbeat's definitely the better one. Also, yeah.
That is so weird how Volbeat has it in its egg moves, but Illumise doesn't.
I think it's because of the weird.
Like, especially because they can.
Because they.
Yeah, especially because they can breed with each other. That's so weird.
Yeah, but only the males come out as Volbeat, and Illumise can't be. But yeah, it's just like, yeah, honestly, like literally, Season 2 of Draft made Volbeat one of my favorite Pokemon of all time, which is so stupid. But this man terrorized everyone. Like literally, people were so afraid of this thing. I was fighting one of the Victini teams, and instead of killing like one of my other mods with a Victory as the actual threat, like instead of killing my Deoxys defense who had boosted up, like its special attack, to wipe it off in the face of Victory, they literally single targeted my Volbeat with it. Because they were so fucking sick of it being an annoying piece of shit. He also gets Thunder Wave. It's literally just Thunderous, but as a bug.
Yeah, that's cool.
It gets Thunder Wave. Yeah, the only move it doesn't get is Taunt. It's its one weakness. The Ho and Bug is one weakness is if it doesn't get Taunt, and they're very taunt bait. Even with Mental Herb, it's very easy for them to get completely shut down. So, yeah, that's their one major weakness. But besides that, they're incredibly good Prankster mods for this tier. But yeah. The next one we got is Purple Grabbing Sableye. Another great Prankster user, the slowest Prankster user. So he'll lose the Taunt Wars eventually. However, he gets tons of really unique moves. He gets Will-O-Wisp, gets Fake Out. One of the only ghost types of Fake Out is crazy. Because you can't get faked out. Has no weaknesses because fairy types don't exist. Has a bunch of other really good coverage moves.
I took it last draft, and like not to like rain on its parade or anything, but it was just so frail. Like it's so lacking in bulk. It's just so hard to use.
I think you just kind of have to like, you know, invest in one side depending on what your opponent has, and just go with that. Otherwise, it's just it is absurdly frail. Because its stats are kinda garbage. But you know, it has its niche. It has a lot of really good support moves to just destroy people with.
Yeah, for sure. It's just weird to have like it's like you have to hit your Will 70. If you hit your Will-O-Wisps, then it's not that bad and it's pretty solid. It's just you gotta hit your Will-O-Wisps. Yeah. Which is kind of scary.
Oh yeah. Next up, we got Lantern for Reggie, which I think he ended up switching out.
It has it on the visual draft.
Oh, he still has it? Oh, never mind. You didn't switch it out.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Lantern, another really good anti-remon because you can run it Wire Absorb or Bolt Absorb, and it destroys enemy rain guys very easily. And it gets a pretty wide range of coverage as well.
Yeah, Calm Lantern is really fat on the special set.
Yeah, it's very annoying to get rid of. Excuse me. And then we have Rex picking up Regigigas as one of their final picks. And this might seem like a total meme or that he's given up completely. But after doing a lot of sparring with Rex, I'm not joking. This was he was cooking.
Are you gonna get your own slacking for your team or your own Regigigas?
No, I can't run Regigigas. It's impossible. I don't have a way of getting rid of its ability. Rex does very easily. I can't do it. But honestly, Regigigas' heat on the right team that can easily do it. It is actually nowhere near as hard as to get rid of the ability as you'd think it would be. And then he just goes.
I mean, yeah, levitate is a good ability on it.
Yes. It's a fantastic ability on it. Can I send you? Wait. Did I send you the greatest replay of all time?
No.
Should I? Oh my god! I think I have to show it. Oh, 1 second. Give me 1 second.
Yeah.
I can find 1 second. If I go into one of my DMs, I can find it in 3 seconds. Assuming I can recognize it. Oh, I'm stupid. I'm looking for the wrong name. That's why. Yeah, find them. Yeah, let me send this to you. Really quickly, my good sir. Oh, let me just get rid of some of these. Okay, now I'm gonna put this. So here's this. Allow me to quickly open this. I'm just gonna pause this for 1 second and then show this in the thing. Oh, I didn't actually post it. Whoopsie.
Slay.
So allow me, before you hit play, let me just get this open really quick. I'm just gonna pause really quick my recording. Alright, so we're live again. I'm gonna, if you can press play sound off in 3, 2, 1, go.
What?
So, Rex may or may not have misread what the move roleplay does. It does not give the target your ability. It copies the target's ability and gives it to you.
No, it was the text. He can underspeed you under trick room.
Yeah, you don't get underspeed me in trick room.
He knew.
He knew, dude. He had the craziest tech wing. He's like, he knew he already won, so that's why he forfeited. And not because he misread what roleplay did. I literally was in a voice call with him, like, Rex, if you're, he said, oh, I have this amazing tech. Like, Rex, if you're, I would pay so much money to see you click roleplay right now. And then he did, and then he's like, wait, what? How could I have known this would happen? No! And I'm like, you just had to read the move, guy. literally the greatest, one of the greatest moments I've ever. And I immediately uploaded this replay and saved it because it was too good. It's honestly, yeah. Anyways, that aside, back to our regularly scheduled drafting. Holy shit. Yeah. That is one of the greatest Showdown games I've ever played. To be fair. Anyways. Incredible Reggie against Tech. We will see how we will go with it moving forward. That being said, next we go to Bloomer picking one of the craziest T5 picks that wasn't even listed in T5, which is Frillish. Which does in fact get every single move that Jellison gets basically. And with Eviolite has very similar bulk at the low cost of 45 base HP. Yeah, maybe I was lost in the sauce when they announced it. I was like, maybe I should drop my Jellison and grab Frillish and grab a different T1 instead. And you were like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Just like the never cook again meme.
It's literally, what is he talking about? Blood on a nothing, like literally. Blood on to literally nothing. It's like, no, I was lost, dude. Thank you for bringing me back into the, like, I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. But yeah, honestly, I mean, for a T5 pick, I don't think it's a bad one. It really, again, you could do a lot worse than Frillish.
Yeah.
It is significantly worse than Jellison. But hey, I mean, for T5,
if you already have a Prankster, but like literally, other than Prankster and Weather, there's like very, very few decent things in Tier 5. So.
Yeah. Honestly, So it's slim pickings at this point. You gotta take what you can get. Pringle boy instead of Pringle man. And then we get you drafting Illumine, speaking of which. Oh wait, I forgot you had Illumine. I didn't mean to like totally shit on your bug.
No, it's fine. It's mainly just like on my team, it's pretty much just gonna be a Tailwind bot. So it's like, you know.
I will say, U-turn does far more damage than you think it would.
Oh yeah, I believe it.
And having pitting on this guy is actually really nice, I'm not gonna lie. For just moving it around. And it does real damage with stab U-turn. So it can still actually do damage. And again, it gets like almost every single move that Volbeat gets, besides like...
Yeah, slow pivot is nice too.
Yeah, slow pivot is actually really nice. It's pretty solid. And again, they're really annoying to remove, because not a whole lot of guys can actually do it. I mean, I guess if you get hit by a V-Create, it will, but, you know. If they waste a V-Create on you, you've already won. This is another thing.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, there's a very high chance you win that game anyways, because that means your partner is blasting that man to oblivion. But yeah, no. Also gets fake tears, which is insane.
Yeah.
Really cool combo. So this is get a bunch of moves that can set up in a completely different way, which is neat. And then we get Furret for Shiny Anos team. It gets Follow Me. I don't know anything else that this man does. He does not get tidied up yet.
It got a swap too.
He's what?
It's swapped. It's Hypno on the sheet.
I was gonna say thank God, and then you told me it was Hypno. I don't know why.
Someone.
I mean, it's probably better than Furret, but I don't know what it does. And it's like, last time he brought Hypno against me in Season 4, and
it's especially bulky.
It did nothing. It sat there and died to still. I don't know. I feel like there has to be some sort of tech he's cooking with it. I just have no idea what it is.
It has Inner Focus and Trick Room.
Okay, actually. Okay, never mind. I did not even know it got Inner Focus. That's actually sick. It's one of the very few Trick Room users immune to Fake Out. There's almost none of them. There's very few.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Well, okay then. That explains that. And we get the Magneton from Far, which is honestly, I don't think it's a bad pick. For T5,
I mean, it's like I was talking about earlier. It's like there's not really any actual Dragon Resists, so might as well get Magneton. Maybe you can fuck around with like Magnet Pull or something like that.
Not only that, you can trap fucking. You could trap like fucking Genesect and then HP Fire to death. And same with Sizzler.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of really good, like, again, Magnet Pull is legit.
You could also use Probopass for that.
I'm gonna throw up. I'm gonna throw up, Keith. You can't. No, I can't do this. I still don't understand why Fire grabbed Pro Pass. I'm sorry, Fire. I just don't get it. Please, Fire. Just transact it out. I beg of you. It's not gonna do anything. God. The fucking magnet flow. I forgot I even got that. Oh no. And then we get William grabbing Big Daddy Quag and Jinx.
Quag is a Trollmon in draft.
Quag, the sires are the greatest royal family to ever hit any draft league.
Greatest quashers of all time.
Literally, the best guys, the best draft mods ever. And no matter where they are, you could be Quagsire, you could be Clodsire, or it could be fucking Wooper in Little Cup. And every time, these motherfuckers ruin everybody's lives, and they're just like, what the fuck do I do with these stupid dudes? And they can't do anything about it. Like literally, they're insane.
Did it get spiked in this gen, or was that a Gen 8 thing?
I actually have no idea.
I think
Did they
it was
get
a Gen 8
rocks?
thing.
Or do they not get rocks? I actually have no idea.
They definitely get rocks.
I know Clodsire gets rocks, for sure. But yeah, no. Every time, this is my first time not drafting a Sire on my team, and honestly, I feel sort of naked without them. I'm not gonna lie. Like, they're so good. They're so good. I honestly love them. Yeah, there's a lot more
Oh,
touch.
it does not get Stealth Rock in this gen.
That's what I thought, yeah. I think my rocker on my last team was Diaka's Defense.
Nice.
But yeah, so like, yeah, so Quag, the issue is that it's a lot more vulnerable to stuff like Toxic in this gen because everything still gets Toxic. Hidden Power also is kind of a vulnerable for Cantera, but still, this guy can, if you don't prepare for this guy, just steals whole teams, like, literally.
Yeah, especially because even if you can Toxic it, if you're not taunting it, then it's like very annoying to stop it from just sitting there with Stockpile and being unkillable. Yeah,
it's honestly, and
because
yeah,
Earthquake and Scald are very annoying moves.
And Unaware, I think it's probably the best Unaware mod in the game currently, like by far. I highly look. Let me tell you, Swoobat is not a better Unaware user than this motherfucker.
No,
that's
a goat.
I bet you every one of you watching didn't even know Swoobat got Unaware. There's a fucking reason for that.
Alright, it also gets Simple. Simple is a great ability.
Simple is neat. Simple is pretty cool. But yeah.
If something good had it, it would be cool.
And it gets Klutz. Well, now, anyways. But then we get Jinx, which is another anti-Raymon. Pretty cool. It's pretty fast. It can do some decent damage. Has good coverage, being a weird Gen 1 psychic type. But yeah. Mostly, I probably just anti-Rain pick for both of these because they're both water absorb guys. Well, she's dry skin, so about the same difference.
Yeah.
Then we get Far grabbing a rabbit, which makes complete sense for them. Grabbing Lopunny. I can't wait to get tricked some bullshit from this thing using Klutz. I'm very excited.
Beautiful move.
It's gonna be awful. I'm gonna lose for that again, like I did our original match. Forgetting about Trick. What was it? I don't even know. It's Trick Lagging Tail. Oh god, that actually destroyed me.
Trick Assault Vest is cool with that.
I wish the Assault Vest was in this gen so bad, dude. I wish the Assault Vest was here. That'd be so good for so many mods.
This format would actually be perfect if Assault Vest was in it.
Because then Latios wouldn't just be killing everything by itself.
Yeah.
I think actually you're right. If only Assault Vest is a Gen 5 item. Eject Button is a Gen 5 item, but not fucking Assault Vest. What the fuck? What the
hell? I love Assault Vest on my Hariyama so much.
Oh my god, dude. Imagine Assault Vest Regirock.
Is Regirock the first thing you think of? What the fuck?
Besides that, what is it? Why did I go with Scooby-Doo for this? Ruh-roh, Raggy. This shiny Addo drafts Lilip. Another crazy T5 unlisted pick.
That's actually... Is this literally the only rain, like, Storm Drain that doesn't lose to Ludicolo? That's hilarious, actually.
Wait, what did you say?
I said, isn't this the only... Oh, no, it has Ice Beam, I forgot. No, we were talking about Ludicolo earlier for beating all the anti-rain mods, but it just loses to Ice Beam, I think. It's super effective.
Yeah, but still, it's very, Yeah, Leafs honestly decently solid choice. So you light as like legit bulk, and yeah.
Yeah. Doesn't it get recovered too?
It sure fucking does.
Yeah.
It sure does. Yeah, it's very
Annoying ass one. If you can get a parrot, it's so hard to kill because it stockpiles and just, you know.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's super dangerous. Oh hey, look. Speaking of your favorite evolution line.
I'm not affiliated with the Electivire evolution.
What do you mean? You literally was your MVP in season 3 with Elekid, going actually crazy.
That's true. Elekid is actually I'm not an Electivire or Electabuzz stan, but like Elekid is good.
Elekid was insane. I'm so glad I got to fight you before you had Elekid because holy shit, I would have gotten stomped before if you had Elekid.
I was so sad I had to drop out that season because my team was literally perfect. Like I would almost never say that. Like most of my other teams were like kind of bad, but that team was literally like untouchable. It was so stupid.
Yeah, it was really dangerous, and it only got worse once you did your mid-season revisions.
Yeah.
Your teams always have like phases where like they'll be pretty good starting off, and then you'll just like retool your team, and then it's just like holy fuck, you're unstoppable now.
We need to bring Suicune back at mid-season. That will be the feast.
I'm gonna throw up. Please let a sleeping dog lie, I beg of you. She's so eepy, she needs to rest. Oh yeah, Electivire, you get to follow me, right?
Yeah, that's literally the only reason I picked it, because I was like,
so funny.
I don't really care.
You just want the ET waves.
Yeah.
Honestly,
it's good. It's pretty decent against Thundy.
Yeah. It also gets some actual coverage somehow. Does it hit very hard?
Yeah, it's not passive. It's not passive.
Yeah,
like,
it's not
105.
passive. Yeah, it's an absolute usable one at T5. And then finally, Bloomer's last pick is Magmar. He's like, I really hope this doesn't get sniped for me, and it did not. He was saved at the last second. And got the butt face, man. With his crazy follow me flame body tech.
Booby.
Booby. And then we get Rex wanting to pick beat up Arbok, and I was like, I'm gonna kill you. Please stop. Please stop doing this to yourself.
A Violet Arbok will surely be.
This is just
Arbok
intentional.
Definitely can use a Violet.
No, please. This is like intentional self-harm at this point. We can't. This is terrible.
You can draft Muck in literally every single draft.
Besides, well, he didn't play the Little Cup one. Wait, did he? I don't think he did. I don't think he played the Little Cup one.
Yeah, I don't remember who played him what that well either.
But yeah, no, he, yeah, every other draft, yeah. I've been in with him. He drafted Muck. And that's what actually got him the MVP kill leader, was his Muck in the first season, which is insane to think about. But yeah. Muck is actually a very solid mon, unironically, and it can do stuff. It's just, like, kind of slow. Or, well, literally slow, but, like, in general, it's very slow paced is a problem.
Yeah, no, I thought about drafting it, because first your stockpile is, like, not bad at all on it, and it has decent special bulk, but if it was, like, a lowland Muck, I think it would be actually really solid.
Oh my god, it'd be crazy. Yeah, it'd be great.
Mono poison is rough.
It is. Not bad defensively, but yeah, it's really rough. Yeah. Reggie then grabs Yanma. He still has it. I don't understand. Maybe for the Baton Pass. It's probably for the Baton Pass to ruin everyone's life.
Yeah, probably just sub Baton Pass. If you get a sub with speed boost, it's probably really disgusting on a lot of these things. If you get sub up with speed boost on and you pass it to Kyurem Black, so it's literally going twice as fast. And
oh no! Why would you say this? This is horrific. I didn't even. Oh my!
It gets Baton Pass, right? Like that has to be why you drafted it.
Yeah, it does get Baton Pass. Oh no.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw up. Anyways.
No, it doesn't get Baton Pass.
Oh, thank God, we're saved. Anyways.
Yeah.
This is Ninjask. He is not.
Yeah, I don't know why he drafted that. Maybe he just he thinks it's cute.
Possibly. And then we have purple with a final pick, Shedinja. Which is actually really dangerous on a rain team, and both rain teams got it because there's not a lot of moves that intersect with both Shedinja's weaknesses and the weaknesses of all your other guys.
Yeah. like I said, I mentioned a little before that I don't think like the mons that like encourage your opponent to bring rocks, because I think a lot of people don't really think about rock, and I think rocks are pretty solid. So I think that encouraging people to bring rocks like this is rough. But if your opponent doesn't bring your rock, then it can definitely snowball, and it's not a bad like trick pick for tier 5 for sure.
Yeah, like if you're already yeah. So it's honestly really it's gonna encourage a lot of people to bring rocks because it just deals with it instantly.
Yeah,
but like it's still pretty.
It's like Articuno. If like we had boots in this gen and it didn't encourage people to bring rocks, then I think it'd be really cool. But
right,
it doesn't have boots, so
exactly, yeah. And with that, that's the final pick.
Yay!
We did it. And remember,
that was an odyssey.
That was an odyssey. Somehow we went even over the one we did with Tala. That's crazy. But we had a lot to say.
We were yapping.
We were absolutely yapping. This is like a crazy like super cut of so many different draft seasons and crazy strats, to be honest. Yeah, we went kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Woo. Yeah, no, but it's great. It honestly like
it's 2:02 a.m. Yeah.
It is 2:02 a.m. Oh god. I have to. Oh god, I'm going to sort out car stuff tomorrow at my dealership. Jesus Christ. Tomorrow morning. Oopsie. Anyways, but it's okay. But this is a lot of fun. Yeah, so the team, I guess what I'm thinking I'll do before we go is let me show the final teams really quick for the Driftveil teams. Right up here.
Yep.
And we got all of them here. Again, thanks to Nude966 on DeviantArt, although it'll be in the description, for making all the shiny shuffle icons you see here on our visual draft, which has been neat to be able to include. And also big thanks to Biggest for programming our new spreadsheets for our master sheet for the draft, that now as we enter people's team picks, it automatically updates on the visual draft, which is super cool.
Yeah, not me having to go in and do like 70 freaking images this time.
Yes, it's so much easier now, yeah. But yeah, these are the teams. They're honestly pretty great for the most part. Like, there's some really scary ones in here. Ravom's Sun team is actually pretty versatile. Then we have like the Disquake team of Shiny Addo with those crazy offensive pieces. I think as they hone their team with transactions later, potentially, they might get even more scarier if they find some more. But also, Life Art might just go crazy, I don't know. I haven't fully looked into it a whole ton, but I know it gets a pretty decently wide move pool of stuff. Your team is going crazy, I'm not gonna lie, though. Like,
I hope.
And then, like, we've got, like, you know, Reggie with his hyper offense. Oh, wait, this is different. I guess Reggie's team is slightly out of date because he just did transactions, like, today or last night. So his should actually have, instead of Shaman, you know, it should be, Keldeo, and besides Blaziken, it should be Keldeo, and besides Shaman, it should be, the other guy that he drafted.
Rotom. Yeah.
Is who?
Rotom,
yeah. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Sorry, I took these screenshots earlier, like when I did the first one with Tablet.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I don't know if Reggie's team can, like, I think if Reggie's team can squeeze out, it's just how much he can squeeze out of, like, his shitty support mons. Like, he has, like, DOD isn't shitty, but you know what I mean, like, that's his best support mon, so it's rough to...
I also say Volbeat is also anything but shitty. It's really good. Like, it can do a lot.
Yeah, no, Volbeat and Clef and DOD definitely could be enough, but it's like... I don't know. I guess I would get so nervous if I had that as my. But if he can get it to work, then it'll be like one of the best teams for sure.
So I want to add something interesting, at least on this original version of the team that you can I guess I'll include here for you. Here's the thing that I would like you to ask you, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know if you noticed something interesting about Reggie's team. Let me find out. It is. So I'm gonna send the original full visual draft to you before the Reggie's transactions. But if you look at his team, I don't know if it looks kind of familiar to you, but he drafted, and this is on accident, complete accident. He drafted most of the mons from my team in season 2.
Oh really? I don't remember it. Like I know DoD obviously.
So he has DoD, he's Genesect, he has Blaziken, Clefable, and Volbeat. So like half my team.
Wow.
And then he just built a better version of it.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
It's just really funny. It's just really funny how we ended up going down really similar paths. I wish I had grabbed Blaziken, or not Blaziken. I wish I had grabbed Kieran Black instead of Thunderous Eye my first time, and that's what he did. I was like, no, you can't. I can't let you make the same mistake I did. No, dude, it's a trap. He's like Thundy is like the best second pick you can possibly make.
Yeah.
But like as a first pick, it's an absolute trap. Do not do it. It's such a waste. When you can grab something like Kieran Black, or like Latios or Heatran, it's like no. Or like a weather guy. Oh my god. But yeah, so it's This is honestly a pretty stacked. Oh wait, let me take this off. I was just blocking like half the things. Yeah, this is a pretty stacked set of teams on both sides. This is going to be a crazy draft season. Because again, a lot of these teams are really well made and just like people. And again, these guys are like, everyone's experienced at least one season under the belt. So a lot of people here have been here like 2, 3, 4 times besides this.
Yeah.
And yeah. Shit's wild. I'm really excited for this season. It's gonna be insane watching some of these replays, and and I can't wait for the individual matches. Did you see you're fighting Haruhi, Casey?
No, I forgot that one. I knew I was fighting Kiki because I was fighting her in one of the early weeks, and I really didn't want to fight that team because it's a scary team.
the ultra scary Sun team with Latios and Skyman.
Fucking Latios. Why is Latios on that team? That's not okay.
Oh, it was so funny. I was like, it's like you should grab your T1s like immediately. Just forget about like Venusaur for now. You can grab the next round. No one is drafting Venusaur besides you. You've locked it down. Honestly, she could probably wait until like round 10 to grab Venusaur to be fair, but like. I was like, dude, just grab Skyman so you blow up Rain, and then grab Latios so you blow up everything else. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what the fuck anyone's gonna do to beat this core. It's really, really tough.
Yeah, it's scary. I think it's the best. Like, honestly, I think it's the best hyper offense team.
Yeah, it's honestly, yeah. And then the Cottony pick, though. The Cottony pick, imagine.
You told me Cottony was shit.
What?
I thought you told me Cottony was shit.
I never told it. Wait, did I tell you Cottony was shit?
I mean, I wasn't gonna pick it anyways, but.
Wait, did I actually tell you Cottony shit? That's crazy.
No, we were talking about it because we were talking about Prankster Warring, and it's like the worst Prankster, but it's definitely a solid pick.
No. Whimsicott's insane. Whimsicott's insane. Cottony gets every single move that Whimsicott gets.
Yeah, but it has no bulk and it gets taunted by every other Prankster.
No. It taunts Sableye faster.
I see.
It's base 66 speed, so it's faster than Sableye and no other Prankster user. But it doesn't matter because it gets every other move. It still gets Ogre, it still gets Trick, it still gets everything else. It's crazy. Honestly, I think on her team it'll be, and it gets Tailwind. I think on her team it's gonna go crazy.
I don't know, like she can just bring like Venusaur, like the first 4 mons are like auto brings every week, and then if she wants to bring Charizard or Typh, and then you can slot it. Like it's hard to slot in and Cottony into that team.
Possibly. I don't know how I slot in Volbeat everywhere come my team. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, exactly.
But you know, Volbeat Genesect, the like crazy bug combo made in heaven, went actually wild every single week for no reason. Yeah, I don't know. It's definitely the Prankster mons are super powerful. Also, Magnezone pick on the end at the end of her team. Holy shit!
Is Magnezone tier 4 or tier 5?
Tier 4.
Not bad.
And Magneton's T5.
Yeah.
Magneton's easily one of the best T4 guys in like for sure. It's just super strong. You can run with Scarf.
How does analytic work again? Is it if they switch?
I think if they switch, you do get the boost. I'm pretty sure, but it could also be stupid.
It's like It's like Stakeout, but shitty.
Yeah.
Or not shitty, but like less.
Yes. I still love Haruhi's team, where like the first 5 guys are the first 6 guys are insane, and I just don't know what happened with some of the backline.
Oh no, I completely mix it up. It's analytic is you get a life orb boost if it's the last one to move in a turn.
Oh. Okay.
I thought it was that. I thought it was the stakeout thing too. That's why I was confused.
Okay. Yeah. It's Yeah, it's a very weird ability. I'm not gonna lie. With how some of the cogs work. But yeah, this is gonna be an actually crazy season, I think.
Yeah.
I'm very excited, and I think, yeah, I hope we meet in playoffs and or the finals. That'd be crazy.
Me too.
To have the Heatran v Heatran match.
Yeah.
And then I get frozen to death by Kiram. It's gonna be great. But yeah, all right, dude.
Hell yeah.
This is fun. So before we head off, where can we find you, my sir? If you want to plug anything.
Not really. Just on Discord.
You can find KSD in the r/Pokemon Ribbons Discord. Just chilling out with the rest of us, and you can find me right here on Venty179 on YouTube.
Go to the anime channel in the Ribbons Discord. It's the best channel.
Oh yeah, go hang out in the anime channel of the Ribbons Discord. It's sick. Enjoy our draft league. Like, comment, subscribe. Enjoy everything, guys. This was the crazy, the Casey Venty marathon, and no, this is a lot of fun. So yeah.
No, I'm tired too. It was a marathon.
Yeah, absolutely. This is not a sprint. This is a whole ass triathlon, dude.
We're gonna beat the Exodus videos soon.
Being the what? Oh, with the Exorcist, dude.
Only need to do 3 more.
We need to do 3 more of them, and then we'll be higher. We'll be at higher than 8 hours of Wobblefett's video. Holy shit! Oh my god! All right. Goodbye, everybody. Bye.